welcome to New Gameplay Today Live. I am Joe Juba. I am joined by my new best friend, intern Alex Static.
Best friends hold hands.
Yeah. Best friends hold hands, and we are here to play The Outer Worlds.
Woo!
Which comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's out in some parts of the world today.
Yeah.
Or right now. But for us, we're going to start a brand new game. We're going to play it on the easy difficulty so we can get as far as we can. And we're just going to roll into it.
Just get it going.
Yeah, so I played this game for review. You can read that review on the site right now.
Yep.
I gave it a 9.25. I think this is a very good game. We'll continue that in a second.
I concur. I think it is very good. I'm more of a 9.24 guy, though.
Oh, okay. Well, here.
Yeah.
Shut.
It's important. Will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon Colony.
Just golden age sci-fi goodness. I love it.
Yeah, the visual style is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do more commentary in a bit. I want to
Yeah.
leave the intro a little unsullied for folks here.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists will have to drift out here forever just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay.
All right.
So that's the beginning. We are a colonist aboard a lost ship called the Hope that was supposed to supply this colony with all kinds of engineers and scientists and artists and great minds. And instead, this ship never made it to the colony. So it was just the colony was established with a bunch of grunt workers and bureaucrats.
Yep.
So things are not going super great.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're going to make this character.
This one seems promisingly resistant to
I
physical
really,
torture.
I really have been enjoying the melee combat in this, so I want to do that.
I concur.
I think we're going
Are
to
we
be.
going
Oh,
dummy?
dear,
I think-
you spelled your name with a 5.
Intellectually challenged, perhaps?
Well, I don't know if it'll be challenging. It does hurt our persuade skill, which is going to be tough.
Yeah.
But I think we'll, if we pump points into our
I
charm.
bet you're going to be very popular in this colony.
Persuade.
A charming buffoon.
Yeah, exactly. I think that we're going to be a charming idiot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm happy with this.
Feeling good?
Oh wait, we still even have another point to spend.
Ooh.
well,
Let's see.
Well, we still have to be dumb.
Yeah.
There's no two ways around that.
Yep.
So we'll put one there.
Old
too.
dexterous. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know if we've said it yet, but for the chat, hello chat.
Hello, chat.
You guys are going to be helping us with the playthrough, kind of picking what we do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wasn't that what we were doing?
Oh,
Wasn't that the
maybe.
plan? Okay.
We'll
I
see.
need someone who can smack a
Okay.
little sense
Maybe I
into this
overpromised.
colony.
No. I think we can we can definitely take it into account.
Yeah.
We'll see how much enthusiasm there is.
Okay.
Oh wait, I want to spend on more stuff.
Okay.
Well, that's disappointing. I want more than 2 points.
For those of you asking in the chat and didn't hear it before, my name is Alex and I'm the intern. Al, the intern, you can call me.
Do people call you Al?
It depends. College people call me Al. High school people call me Stadnik. My mom explicitly calls me Alex or Alexander if I'm in trouble.
Okay.
So,
What do you prefer?
I prefer whatever suits you. I'm malleable.
That's weird. I hate when people do that.
I like Alex. Alex is
There you
what
go.
I've gone for the most part. So
Oh, the damage to your soul may be irreparable.
All right.
All right, what are we doing here?
We're going to do some character creation. Let's just randomize a few. I don't know.
Oh,
Do we want to dig too deep into this? Are people enthusiastic about seeing the whole character creator options?
I mean, that's a wonderful character right there. I know oh man, just keeps getting better. I'd say we'll do what, 3 and oh man. Just each one keeps getting better and better. I'd say do 3 more randomized.
Randomize 3 times and
Yeah.
see what we get?
Yeah.
1,
2,
2, 3. That's
Oh,
doable. I think people like. I guess let's do it.
Yeah. All right, we'll go for it.
I don't know. I guess unless anyone is really opposed to it in the chat of just going forward with this, I think that's a good option.
Let's see.
Here,
Yeah.
tell you what, we'll do it, but then we'll just show people the options. So
Yeah,
you
let's
can
show options.
choose your gender. You can. It's pretty involved, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
like a lot of minor tweaks you can make.
I liked it that it wasn't so overwhelming though, that you weren't doing like cheekbone structure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, there is cheeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're not making those overwhelming minor
Yeah.
tweaks. Lots of hair options, and there we go. This character looks a little too normal for what I was expecting to come out of a
randomizer?
randomizer. I was
Yeah.
like all looking forward to like, okay, we're just gonna get some hideous monster.
Yeah.
But, okay, so let's go with that.
All right, sounds good. Doug Sutton in the chat. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Doug. Thanks for joining us today.
Here, happy birthday.
Oh,
Our guy's
there you
name
go.
is Doug.
There you go. Happy birthday, Doug.
So let's go. Come on, Doug. Let's do it.
Let's do it, Doug. Look at that. I have no doubt Doug's actual intelligence is much higher than than Game Doug.
I don't know. He's watching us.
Yeah.
Okay. So now there's a little bit more of an
Looks
intro
to be your
section.
lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Yeah. Space.
Status, structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 90%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
This is an M-rated game, by the way. You might hear some
Yeah.
swears. You're going to see some blood.
We will not be swearing, but we'll let the game do it for us.
I'm not making any promises.
Also, did you get Rick vibes from him? From Rick and Morty?
Oh,
Not as drunkenly, but like just
Wondering what's
look.
going on, eh?
I guess,
Bit of bad
I guess
news there,
from a
I'm
look,
afraid.
yeah.
Your colony
They're both mad scientists.
amicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at
I think for someone to give off Rick vibes, they need to have a certain level of just like pointless nihilism that is really hard to capture
That's
unless you
true.
are actually.
He's not. Nothing's coming out of his mouth, or he's not in a drunken stupor.
Reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction
Z-Star Lord
iron
asks,
to keep
any
you from
microtransactions
dying
in this
so
game?
horrifically.
No.
Hopefully at all,
Yeah.
but,
I mean,
I guess
not
we'll
that I
see.
know of.
And you
Not
beat
yet.
it twice, so I
Yeah.
trust your word on it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the sort of thing where I don't know for sure what their plans are for the future in
Yeah.
terms of like, oh, maybe there's going to be like a DLC pack or something. But yeah, I mean, this is not. It's not a. There are no loot boxes. There are no boosters. There are no maps.
Yeah.
There's not an in-game. There's not a store.
There's not pay to win if you guys. That's what you're asking.
He'll be. Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
All right, and down we go. So I played this game for review. I went through it twice. Once a very thorough and sort of optimized playthrough, and once a very sloppy and quick playthrough.
Yeah,
You are in the midst of playing it also.
I am.
What kind of character are you playing?
So I definitely started out I like shooters a lot, so I kind of started out playing it as such, and quickly I found that I really like the melee in this, so I kind of adjusted accordingly. So I definitely started out with one idea, but as the game went on, I definitely I like hitting things with the impact hammer.
Yeah, I really gravitated towards melee in this also.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh, and we're playing this on PS4 Pro, by the way. That's how I played it. I know there are lots of people who are curious about the Switch version.
Yes.
We've not played that.
Yeah.
That doesn't come out for a while yet.
Yeah.
So,
They haven't said yet when it's actually coming.
yeah. So if your question is, should I play this on right now or should I wait for it on Switch?
You've landed
I would.
I would recommend playing it now because then you get to play it sooner.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Is
I-
that him?
We'll get to this.
Idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away.
Okay, yes.
So I agree. I am a huge Switch guy. I want to play everything on Switch. This game just doesn't feel like it would fit well. I mean, like, because I like indie games and more Nintendo style games for the Switch. Like, for this, I wanted it where there's some visual fidelity where, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
See that? I don't know. Like, well, first I want to point out this is the Hawthorne guy that we were supposed to meet. He just held the beacon and we landed on it.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on there. He's dead.
Yeah.
I actually think I don't know how this game technically will perform on Switch, but in terms of its like structure and the kinds of games I like to play on Switch, I think this would fit really well with
Yeah,
it.
and that's, I guess, yeah, I agree. I was just thinking more visual, like, representation of it. I think this is the way to go, which that's the case in every Switch port, so.
It is. I mean, it is a like colorful game. I think the environments do a good job of feeling alien and all that. Though I would say it's not exactly this is not a game that feels like it's built on. It doesn't rest its identity on like cutting edge visuals.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. They were going for a certain art style, and I think they nailed it, especially in like the guns that you find in this game, and like some of the advertising collateral that you'll see.
Yeah. All right.
What's happening?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Okay.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now.
Right.
Oh, we were out on patrol. I saw
So,
a marauder camp up in the hills.
For anyone in
Thought I
chat,
could
let me
take 'em.
know if we
Then my
spare
gun
or don't
misfired
spare this
right
guy.
through my side. I mean, what is
Yes.
he?
What
Just
is
barely
your
scraped
vote?
by
Does
with my
Guard
life.
Pelham get to live, or does he not get to live?
Let's see, what do we got here?
Hope you don't
You're
mind
gonna
me
have to
leading this
decide
little exchange.
pretty quick here.
Space. And let see those canisters by the entrance. Marauders come sniffing around in here.
Let's see.
and I can
Take
'em
reward and
all
kill
out with a
him.
single
Kill
shot.
him. Oh, we got one for
Not
spare
bad,
him. Oh, it's tied now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo.
Next vote,
Not
whatever the
counting bullet
tiebreaker is
inside.
going to decide it.
Here.
Oh,
you can
hold
have
on.
my
We
saber,
got
too,
a whole
for
bunch of
patching
people.
me up
Hold
and
on.
Uh-oh.
All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried
This
the
is pretty
best,
split
now
here.
try the rest.
I think
Spacer's
for
choice.
this first one we may have to rely on your morals, Mr. Juba.
What, really?
Yeah. Let's see. See, look, it's just every other man.
Spare, live. There's so much sparing.
I like this guy's R.I.P. Please. Oh, the temptation.
What do we got?
Oh, a lot of kill coming on here.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of spare too.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. Well, we'll take this. And
Oh, there's another one over there too.
another what? Another mag pick
mag
over there?
pick, yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
And
A lot of live here.
we know we need to shoot this.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What
Okay, buddies.
Edgewater's a little ways down. Pretty place in the Vale.
Sorry if I'm skipping some text here.
Ooh, Javi.
JV?
JV,
Yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me. He says, maim him but let him live. I apologize for
I don't know if you
mispronouncing
can.
your name.
I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can maim him and let him live. Let's try. Well, I did my best, everyone. I mean, if a shot to the shin is just going to instantly kill this guy, I don't think he would have made it very far
I mean,
anyway.
Survival of the fittest, right?
Yeah, but yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for all the spare people.
We'll tell you what. We'll spare the next people we see that
Right.
normally I would kill.
Yeah. Fatal shin shot. How dramatic that was.
Yeah. The fatal, the idea of getting shot in the shin just being an instantly fatal blow. Whoop. There we go.
Just bop him on the head.
Take some stuff. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of holdbacks to continue stuff here.
Once again, we are playing on PS4 Pro currently.
Okay, well now we have some slightly better armor. All right, we are Doug the Space Psycho.
Doug the Space Psycho, I like that. We're getting a couple of Skyrim jokes in here.
Oh yeah?
Shot to the knee.
Oh yeah.
I was an adventurer, but then ...
I took a bullet to the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I suppose sneaking isn't going to do any good now, so we're just going to... Yeah.
That was deviant.
Yeah, I don't know. There's the power attack and just the way the physics, they just lose all physics immediately and they just flop around.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess they don't lose physics. You know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm with you.
You're my best friend. You
We are
understand.
best friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand you. Probably too well.
Okay, so because I accidentally murdered that guy before, I will not intentionally murder these people.
Don't know where you came. Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official spacer. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders.
It's just a landing violation.
You out
Let
of
it
your
go.
mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I just,
Oh, so you see her ear?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
what,
it does look a little bright. Although I
Yeah.
guess the sun is shining right there, right?
Sir, if your ear was that if the
sometimes.
sun was shining on your
That's
ear
what's
like
real
that
good at
and
cost
yours looked like
benefit
that, I think we'd have a
analysis.
problem.
I don't know. I mean, it's
Seeing
like
as I'm the
dusk,
active
right?
manager
Oh,
of
sure.
this,
Yeah.
It's like space dusk.
Yeah.
Look at that. See? Look at that.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at that.
it's-
See?
It's the ring.
majestic.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe I should
Oh,
help
we're
them
fine.
kill these guys.
Oh, that.
All right. Gonna get some marauders.
SKNK Animation asks, how does the combat feel in this game?
I think it feels great. You thought it felt a little floaty at times.
I did, but not in a way that diminished my enjoyment of this. It was kind of what I expected from, Obsidian. Fallout New Vegas is somewhat floatier.
See, I feel like this feels like a way more competent shooter
Yes.
than Fallout New Vegas, just in terms of gunplay.
Yes, definitely. And I think I'm starting to enjoy it more now because I am using TTD, the slowdown mechanic.
Yeah.
I love the slow-mo, and I love when it tells you what the shot will do to each body part or limb you shoot.
Mm-hmm.
We should have done the slowdown on our friend and see if we would have maimed him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that you actually need to get to a certain level.
Okay, to use it.
Yeah, which is probably what we screwed up.
Yeah.
We did not have... Well, okay, we didn't go into TTD, which
Yeah.
was problem number one.
Mhm.
And problem number two is we didn't have 20 points in handguns,
Yes.
which then you can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, we blew it.
Rest in peace. We hardly knew you.
Yeah. Or really wanted to.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is get this. I really like the way the skill system works. And it takes a little bit of explaining, but it's basically like all of these skills fall under a category like melee, range, defense. And up until 50 points, any point you put in a category goes to all of the skills underneath it.
Yep.
So if I put 1 point in dialogue, all 3 dialogue skills get 1.
Yep.
Once you hit 50 points, then you have to start investing in them individually. So it's a great way for you to sort of get a sense of what different play styles might be without having to fully like commit to them, I think.
Yeah.
Which I like. Sorry, this is boring. Let's just do that. And then we'll go to perks.
Brody Nelson asks, how's the gunplay compared to Fallout 4?
Oh, good. Hey, we can play AC Odyssey later. if
I
we
was
want.
worried about that.
Yeah.
Compared to Fallout 4, though, how does it feel?
Oh, great.
And Borderlands, man, we're set for today.
Everything's just going.
Yeah.
All right. Are we done? You done? Okay. I think I guess it's hard for me to compare it to Fallout 4. I didn't play as much of that one. But I don't know. I guess just in terms of the way the gameplay feels, like I think they do a good job suiting it to the world that they're building, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And like the systems that they've made. It feels good with the TTD. It feels adaptable if you want to like focus on melee more instead. Those like power hits are really satisfying.
Yeah.
So I think combat feels good, though. I also feel like for my playthrough anyway, it was almost as if if a big fight broke out, I almost felt like I had done something wrong.
For sure.
Because like I had the most fun avoiding combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just me.
It's each, and that's why this game is so great, is that every play style is pretty much accounted for, that where you can succeed.
Yeah. So this is your AI on the ship. Her name's Ada. The ship is called the Unreliable.
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties.
Ooh, we're going to get a dumb dialogue option here in a second.
3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand.
Gnarlyville says he
I will
loves your
require
and
some
Ben
time
Hansen's
to
laughs, and they're
process this
infectious.
information.
Oh,
Thank you
well,
for
that's
your
nice to hear.
patience and for your
I guess I don't
honesty.
know if it's good.
I am
Infectious,
programmed
like,
to take orders
not like a
exclusively
disease.
from
It
but
makes me
Captain
laugh
Hawthorne.
just from the
If I
laughing.
accept
Okay,
your
see, that's
orders,
good. That's
then
good.
you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yes, Captain
Excellent.
Hawthorne.
Welcome back,
I
Captain
understand.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable.
So this sets us
Our
off
main
on our
drive suffered a
what is
critical
basically
power
our
failure,
first
and we were forced to
major
make an emergency
undertaking of the game,
landing. The
which
main
is
drive's power
you need to get a power regulator.
has been irreparably damaged and must
There
be
are a couple
replaced.
ways you can get it, but they all involve some kind of
Astutely observed.
you know,
However, the
some kind of
probability
quest or dealing with
locating a
factions.
power regulator
Notice, okay, so I just did
only
engineering and I got 30
falls
XP
within
for using
acceptable
engineering. Like
parameters of certainty.
that's another thing I love about this game is that it's
High-capacity
not
power regulators are
it's
sometimes
not like you only
employed
get
in the
experience for
electrical
killing
networks of
enemies.
worker
Yeah.
You get a lot of
settlements.
experience for
I have
discovering
taken
stuff, for
liberty
using
of
different
printing
things in
the
dialogue,
captain's
for
identity
finding out, you know, for
cartridge.
hacking, for
Please
finding
try not to lose it this time.
unconventional
This
solutions to
cartridge
things.
Yeah,
identifies
definitely.
So, like, I feel like
Alex
most of the
Hawthorne
times
as
I
the
leveled
registered
up in this game, it was
proprietor
either
and captain
from
of the Unreliable.
finishing a quest,
Do you
which is
understand?
most of them. That's how you get the bulk of your XP.
Yeah.
Or from, like, you know, just doing something in the world. It was very rare for me that it was like, oh, I just killed that guy, and that pushed me over the edge
Yeah.
for you know, gaining a level.
There's usually that triumphant
That's
moment of
directing your
finishing a
search for
quest and
power regula-
bong, hitting level 10 or
Yeah,
12 or
yeah.
whatever it be.
So this is your ship. It's not fully unlocked yet, so I don't think I want to go do the full tour, but we'll do that once we get the power regulator. But yeah, it's the Unreliable, and it has. Oh, it won't let me close the door. Okay. So now we're out here in the world.
Say, This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it?
Heading
Because you
off
sure
to get a
walked
power
in it
regulator.
like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a head.
Oh, do we kill it? Oh, all right, we're
Yeah, we
going
do.
for it. Yeah. Oh my god.
I didn't sign up for this.
Oh,
There
starts
we
to
go.
cower.
I know I said I wouldn't kill them before.
That was
but
ruthless.
That was a lie.
Yeah.
So I succeeded at my lie check, if you believe me. And we're just going to call that a victory. Joe gains 30 XP.
So being that we're best friends, known
Yes.
each other for what, 30 years? 40
Several,
years?
at least a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I like your moral, like, am I like good cop, are you bad cop? Is that how we're going to play this?
Well, I'm definitely bad cop. If
Yeah.
you also want to be bad cop, I don't. I mean,
You're for that?
I won't hold that against you.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna try this where we use our TTD and see if we can.
Just no more head.
Yeah. Well, and he would have been blinded also if we. I mean, I guess he is technically blind.
Yeah. Yeah, when you have no head, usually that means you can't
It's
see.
very difficult to see. Yeah.
Never tried it, but
Oh, he found us. Okay. Chop, chop, chop. Yeah. Is there another one? Oh, wow. He really exploded. So sometimes when that happens, you have to go like find bits of
Yeah.
him. There we go. And then it's like, okay, now I can loot him because I found his foot.
his leg.
There. All right, so now we're heading off to Edgewater. And this, you can sort of see what I was talking about. Like, it's just got a nice, colorful. The art direction
It's gorgeous.
is good, even if, you know, graphically, like the textures, the animations aren't like, you know,
Yeah.
rivaling the biggest AAA games.
And I think people need to remember this technically is a AA game. As much as we know Obsidian, like I think budget-wise they were limited in what they could and couldn't do.
Don't go ambling out in those
Yeah,
fields.
I mean, I guess that's
Marauder
one of the
territory.
things. The phrase "AA" always feels weird to me, but
You talk
I
too
think
pretty for
one
a
thing that
marauder.
Obsidian has
Most
talked
none is
about, you know,
running.
from when we
Ain't
were
safe
there
out here.
for
best head into
when we
town.
did the cover
Avail
earlier
yourself
this
of
year, and you know, in other interviews and stuff, is they
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
they talk
Name's
about
Silas.
some of the
Junior in
limitations in
humor
the
for the
sense of
town
just
of
time and
Edgewater.
budget.
Yeah.
That
We're
you
all
know, if
part
you
of
wanna make this game in a certain like frame of time and on a certain budget, there is just some choices
I
that you
ain't
have to
that
make.
fancy.
And like I think
I
one
just
of the
dig
things
holes
this
in the
was
ground and
brought
build
up in
bed
reference
folk.
to was the fact that like there aren't romances in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, you can't romance your crew. We know a lot of people would like that, but to do that well, that takes a sort of like that takes resources, and that takes resources away from something else that you could be doing. And
Yeah,
I think,
for sure.
Like, I
Yeah.
think that they made good calls in terms of what
You
goes
could,
in and
but
what doesn't
you'd
go
be
in this
wrong.
game. At the same time, I would be very excited to see
on,
what the
doing some
sequel
math in
adds.
my
Yes. Yes.
And how they expand beyond those boundaries.
Yeah,
So.
which is weird to say when this game is mostly not playable for most people, but like, and this game is so far has been incredible from what I've played. But I am thoroughly excited to see what they can do with a little bit more money and a little bit more time.
Yeah. This guy had a quest for me. Give me a quest.
Did you see what we did to the other people? Give him a
Yeah.
quest.
The column? Ain't heard that.
I really know he does have a quest for me. Where is it?
Oh. No. Look.
Rocket Rooster Films requests
Troubles
a
in the
stealth
asking.
kill with a gun
Or
at
don't-
your next possible moment.
Okay.
Some got a knack for being.
There we
Edgewater
go.
is a company town. Renting means money.
There we
Four
go.
workers still
There
have
we go. We're gonna. So I think we should be able to just look on the map and it'll tell us.
So I saw, and forgive me, I don't know who asked it, but I saw earlier someone ask how big are the worlds.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about that, and I like
any
the size of
trouble?
the worlds. If you want to delve into that a little bit.
Yeah. I think
Conrad's got you'll find him.
I think that they are the right size. To be clear, this is not a sprawling open world game. I think they've been pretty straightforward about that.
Yeah.
I think the worlds. I mean, let's pull up the map here for a second. Like, this is the first area of the game. It's not the biggest area of the game. So, I think the biggest area is probably Monarch.
Monarch seemed pretty big.
But in this section of map that we're looking at here, I probably spent 6 hours when I first played the game doing like, okay, gonna go explore this area, gonna do some quests, gonna go here, oh, that's gonna take me back here, so
yeah.
There's stuff to find and explore, and then it feels like the areas don't wear out their welcome, they don't feel bloated, and then it's just sort of time to move on to something else.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Open world games are tough for me just because when I feel like I'm overwhelmed and then I go off the beaten path too much, it's like, how do I get back to what I was doing? What am I doing in the story? And I like that this is condensed without feeling limiting, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. Yeah. That was my sense of it anyway. And there are some areas that are not every planet is big map.
Yeah.
Some places that you visit are like, oh, this place is just a town, or this is a very small like industrial area or something.
I would encourage you visit them all though, because I just did one of those small places and questline was just bonkers. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it sounds weird to say that like you'd have to recommend this, but I think like I really would recommend being thorough.
Yes.
Like as you're going through doing quests, you're not going to I think for my most thorough playthrough of this, my first one, it probably took me about 40 hours, 30 or 40 in there. And like that's still a good long adventure. It's not like super sprawling, but I think that allowed me to like find the best outcomes. Like that, like you do certain side quests, and that opens
Vicar
up.
Maximilian de Soto
Maybe
at your
you're
service.
able to reconcile
Or Vicar
certain
Max, if
characters
you're
or
the
something
sorter
like that.
prefers.
So
I
it
so
pays
rarely
off
get
when you
new
put
people to
time
talk to.
put time into doing
Name
the
your
side
poison.
quests.
Yeah,
Anything at all.
for sure.
Looking for a power
Mechanical
regulator.
tomfoolery is. Oh. Barely. If you.
Okay.
Ryan Schwab asks, so like Dragon Age Inquisition size or Mass Effect? I can't speak to Dragon Age, but definitely feels like original Mass Effect.
Yeah, I would say it reminds me of. There's a lot of this game that reminds me of a sort of older BioWare sensibilities.
Yes.
Things like in the Mass
It's a
Effect era
handwritten
or
journal,
Knights of the Old
a
Republic.
faded blue
Even it's
cover
got that
with the
sort of.
name M.
You're in an
Bakudo
area. It
handwritten in the
has
lower
a. It has
I'll mark where I
a place
saw
you
it
can
on the map.
explore, but
Assuming
when
no
you're done there,
serious-
you're kind of done there, and then you move on to something.
Yes,
else.
definitely.
Yeah, it has that old kind of Mass Effect KOTOR sort of thing. And it's tricky because I know that a lot of people love Mass Effect, a lot of people love KOTOR, people love Fallout, and I don't want to set everyone's expectations so high and say that because it's hard to explain what this game is.
Yeah.
To someone who hasn't been following it without bringing up those points of comparison because they are so apt.
Yes.
But at the same time, they're also such legendary games that I think it maybe does a little bit of a disservice to Outer Worlds to set expectations that high.
Yeah, I agree. It's like comparing something like Gangster Squad to The Godfather. They're both good movies, but one's great, the other's fine. Can't believe I just put those on the same too. But it's taking away from what this other one's trying to be.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it too. Is those comparisons can also be a little reductive because they don't really encompass the stuff that makes the Outer Worlds special. It gives you an idea what to expect from the gameplay, but it doesn't talk about how good the characters are and the writing and how the humor comes
Yes,
through in
so
so many
it
different
dawns
ways
on
and
Yeah.
things like that.
Seems I allowed
And we
my
talked about it on
excitement
the
to run
podcast
away
yesterday.
with
It's
my
not like
wits.
Well,
Been
the
a few
podcast
seasons since
today.
we've had a
today.
visit.
Yes, today.
That will be
Excuse me.
airing.
Yeah, today. You know,
Only
it's not like
regulator
Borderlands
dies
where it's
if
hitting
you
you
have
over the head
to
with
tell
joke after joke, trying to land every one of them. This is like, it's very subtle. It's charming,
your
and it's just
pardon.
like,
I am
you know,
most
we're
emphatically
here
not
to.
keen on
There's
any
a
such
subtlety to this world that I very
I
much
can't let you
appreciate.
have
Yeah,
our power
yeah.
regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the
John Michael
process.
Lozada questions my taste in movies and says Gangster Squad is not a good movie. I think it's campy and it's fun.
I don't remember Gangster Squad.
There's a go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical.
So we're doing this kind of thing. I think has been covered pretty extensively in previews. This is the first, like we have to choose whether or not we want to reroute power to the town that's run by this guy and a company, or whether we want to give power to these sort of people who deserted the company and are living out in the wilderness. Should we kill Reed Thompson? Live or die?
Live or die.
Let me know, chat.
Live or
Live
die.
or die.
Live or die.
That really makes our decision later a lot easier.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Of course, I understand.
Are you setting off? I mean, if that's all right with you.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is.
All right, come on,
Great.
Parvati.
I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and...
Well, I am glad to hear that.
Live or die.
Live or we have 2 lives so far. Can you put a grenade in his pocket?
You can't. No.
Not yet.
There are not grenades in this game.
Yeah. There's a lot of die going on here.
Really?
There's a lot of die.
Okay.
Yeah, the overwhelming sentiment is die.
Well, then that's gonna make this quest a lot easier. A lot easier to decide.
Yep. Well, goodbye. Shot him so hard.
Thanks,
Ooh.
Parvati. There we go.
Knocked him.
That's just.
Yes. Yes, we are. Killed who?
Mr. Thompson. Reed Thompson, you know, my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
What? Why? Look, I didn't mean to kill the guy. Sometimes I just get confused.
Can't help yourself, huh? Take a couple knocks to the cranium.
Oh man, I've played this game wrong.
Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the veil unsupervised.
Oh my god. If only it were that easy, huh? I don't know what I do.
All right, so I just killed her boss, and she got very mad about it. But because I'm an idiot, she was like, "I can't."
You can't help it. Oh, Reed's key.
All right. Well, how you doing?
Something you need?
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later.
Don't worry about
You've
it.
been through a lot.
Okay, so now we can
What
go
do we
in
got
here.
in here? I actually never went in here.
Well, you can't get in here without Reed's key,
Yeah.
and I don't think you can get Reed's key unless you kill him.
In the
so
way I did it. No. Boop boop.
Let's see what it has to say.
Terminals are probably the most helpful thing in the wild that you can experience. I feel like.
If you are reading this, I am no longer the outpost administrator.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, I'll go, wait, is there something else to do here? Messages, from corporate, no additional building materials. Okay. Well, we have to go talk to Adelaide either way, but now we just, oh boy, I just realized it's going to make...
You have to fight your way out.
Yeah, this whole town is going to be real mad at me.
Yeah.
Well, you did this, chat.
This is all you.
That's all your fault. I'm clearly real torn up about it.
Maybe not.
Oh, that guy's not mad. Something tells me that like town guards aren't going to be cool with it, though. We'll
Yeah.
see. Yep, he's not good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What was that?
Don't worry about me.
Oh man, this is already more fun than my playthrough.
See, you're doing it, Ron. No, but I mean, like, what part of what is interesting about this is that the game is so adaptable in that way that no matter what you do, who you kill or don't kill, or quests you do or what you don't, you can get through it.
Yeah.
You might be closing off some content for yourself,
Yeah.
but
That's the choice you make as a psychopath.
yeah. Doug the space psychopath
Doug.
has to make some sacrifices. We're gonna go.
Happy birthday, Doug. You're a murderer.
That.
Mr. Ninja Freak asks, did chat go too far? I have a feeling chat's just getting started. I saw an earlier question. Let's see if I can pull it up again.
Yeah.
That I thought was a good one. Let's see.
Were we in the midst of
Yes.
of murdering
We were figuring
someone?
out Mr. Thompson's fate.
Well, I mean, as long as we've done it, we may as well just go all out at this point.
Might as well. Not the question I was looking for, but this is a good one. Michael Hahn asks, is there a sliding scale for your morality, or is it very cut and dry, good and bad with the decisions?
It depends on what decisions you're talking about. So, all right, well, I think that ruined a quest I was... Where'd he go? Did I just chop him into oblivion?
I was going to say, did you literally put him in the grave?
Maybe. Huh. Oh, well. So, the game does not actually have like a morality meter.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't keep track of whether or not you're good or evil.
Yeah, there's no Paragon Renegade in this.
Right. Though I feel like the way you approach...
She don't know how to skip rocks or anything.
It also isn't like The Witcher in the sense that it's a game that really relies on like the moral dilemmas that it's presenting you.
Yeah.
Though you are making choices, and I feel like especially the bigger choices at the end of the areas do feel pretty good or evil. It's hard for you to feel like you're a good guy when you're siding with the board.
Yeah.
It's a pretty evil, like, corporate conglomerate entity that clearly does not have the best interests of the people of Halcyon at heart.
Yes, which you will find out very quickly in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can side with them.
Yeah.
And that maybe has practical benefits, but
yeah.
I would say it's nothing that you can't achieve through other means either.
For sure. Yeah.
So
the question I was looking for is from Squid O Willow.
Okay.
Squid O Willow. Good name. Can you beat the game by setting off something like a nuke on some planets or something like a messed up early ending, similar to Fallout?
I've not. If you can, I did not find it.
Okay. Brendan of the Quins asks, can you craft weapons? You can't craft weapons per se, but you can add mods to build them up.
Right. Yeah. So there's not like, oh, this is a specific thing I want and I'm going to craft it, as much as it's like, okay, I have this sword.
Mm-hmm.
I want this sword to have plasma on it. So then I'm going to install a plasma mod.
Yeah.
And I want it to be stronger. So then I'm going to go tinker with it at a workbench so it's stronger.
Yeah.
But you will still, there are different tiers of weapons, sort of normal sword, and then there's sword Mark II, and then there's sword Ultra.
Yeah.
So you will still eventually want to trade out what you have for
sure.
the next tier up.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside.
Live
Prepare
or
illness,
die.
find a place to
Live
live.
or die.
We're going to play a game of Live or Die, everyone. We've got Adelaide McDevitt.
Adelaide, how do you feel about being on the show today?
On the chopping block is Adelaide McDevitt. She is a kindly, grandmotherly figure who keeps a garden and tries to feed people who wanted to escape corporate tyranny.
So she's anti-corporation for those in the chat who are anti-corporate as well.
Yeah, yeah. She's
Grandmother,
got...
the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes,
Seeing Liv.
Adelaide
A
will
lot
do
of Liv
just
here.
fine.
Real? Okay.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt?
She could easily
Sorry, it's
take
just-
Reed's place in charge of that
pretty
in
trees
charge
in
of that city if we let it happen.
Yeah.
Why, thank you.
Did you ever reload a save to change the decision you made? Almost every 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, really? No, I didn't do it that much.
Yeah.
I stuck with decisions I made a lot,
Yeah.
but there were a few times when I felt like, what's the way to say it? It gets too spoilery to talk about.
For
it,
me,
I think,
I made a decision that I knew I could have corrected if I chose the other one, so I kind of went back.
Reed's
I'm a
dead.
coward in that way.
Excuse me if I don't.
I'm seeing mostly live for
I'm not exactly
for
surprised to
Adelaide.
hear someone cut off our power
Adelaide's gonna
either.
live.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly his style.
Joe Juba, Diary of a
You're
Space
going down the
Psychopath
Chat has spoken.
from Brendan of Quinn's. That was good.
Hey, it's not me. I'm not the space psychopath. It's
Doug.
It's you. It's and what you're telling me to make Doug do.
Exactly.
So
Poor Doug. All he wanted was a birthday shout out.
yeah,
And now
yeah.
he's the galaxy's most hated villain.
Tannery's got a regulator.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Jill Selvane says, "Wait, are you allowed to appoint people with positions to power? That would be dope. Appoint free food grandma to domestics." I got a little in the weeds there, but so I can't speak to the rest of the game, but it's more so for this specific quest that.
Yeah, you're not promoting. You're not in charge of anything like that.
Yeah.
It just really happens in terms of when you go to areas. There's usually some sort of conflict going on between different groups, right? So in this case, it's a conflict between the dissidents and the conflict between the corporate folks in town.
Yeah.
So how you resolve those situations usually determines who's in charge.
Yes.
But it's not like you're saying, all right, you, Adelaide, you're in charge. I couldn't go to someone else and make them in charge instead. It's just how the story kind of resolves.
Yeah. Last 10 minutes of the stream, can we go on a mass killing spree? Asks Adam Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
I don't
Has
think
that
you're going
not
to have
been
to wait
apparent?
until the
Yeah.
last 10 minutes. I'll tell you that much.
An adventure's about the journey, not the end.
Right.
Security.
Go. Okay. Yeah, you get them provided. All right. Feel pretty good about how that went.
Yeah. You are an efficient killing machine, my friend.
I do prefer, you mentioned earlier, the impact hammer.
Yeah.
Like the hammer is a real satisfying
You got to find
thing
that.
to
I think
have,
it's
yeah.
around here. Or it may be randomized per gameplay, but yeah, I love the impact hammer. Some of these weapons are so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there are lots of clever ones. The science weapons are also really interesting. I found all those. But that's something that's actually a little spoilery, and I don't know that I want to get into it. They've talked a lot about the shrink ray, so we can talk about that. There's like a gun that you get that when you point it at someone and fire it, it just makes them tiny.
That's incredible.
Depending on how high your science skill is,
Okay.
they get tinier and tinier.
Do you see them as little NPCs?
Yeah. So then they're tiny little things that, but it also damages them, so you can't just shrink everyone. It's basically just enemies that you're up against. But
yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. 2 quick questions from Eternity Empress. Is the game good so far? Yes, it is. Go look at the Game Informer review to see how good. And then Guts 1420 says base or pro, PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess we can wear that. Oh, that even improves one-handed melee. That's good for us. And you can equip your enemies with stuff too. I guess I could steal Parvati's impact hammer.
I mean, you've also murdered her boss right in front of her eyes. I don't think that's the worst thing you're going to do to her today.
No, probably not, but...
Scorch...
I'll find something better. She won't.
Scorch in the Twitch chat asks, so will I agonize over using a mod on a weapon now over later, or can you remove them from old weapons? You can't remove them from old weapons, but I've found that the game does a good enough job supplying you with enough mods that you don't feel like it's that...
Yeah, it generally
imperative.
makes them available to the point that it's not a... not a huge deal. I mean, this is a heavily consumer-based society, right? Like corporate controlled. It's all about buying and commerce and whatever. So there are vending machines all over the place that can generally help you find something that you're looking for.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good question. Cuz Baby asks, does the game continue after you complete it, or does it just end, or is that too much of a spoiler?
That'll be easy enough.
I think answering that one way or the other, and do not read into this answer as an answer one way or the other. I really think answering that is just kind of always a bit,
for sure,
always a bit tricky. Unlock door, enter passcode, personal files, boring.
Cyro asks, are there radio stations you can listen to in-game?
They're not.
They're not. The exploration in this is a huge part of it, but it's not like Fallout where you're going to be walking for 10, 15 minutes without seeing anything.
Boy, you can really just dig in if you want to and get a bunch of go through lockers and pick stuff up. That's boring. I'm not going to do that here, but bang.
That's so cool. I see why we left her the impact hammer.
Yeah. Actually, she's not even using the impact hammer for that. That's
it's just hers.
That's her. She has a wrench.
Okay.
That I think is what.
See, I haven't upgraded my.
Two more.
I've upgraded my companions, but haven't done the leadership stuff a ton, and I haven't really done their specials. So
I really I really enjoy the style of play that is almost automated, right? That it's almost like a build that's focused on pets in something like Diablo, right? Where it's you are still active, you're still doing stuff and managing, but in terms of doing the actual damage in a sort of inspiration focused build.
Yeah.
Your companions are the ones who are doing most of that.
Yeah. Rocket Rooster Film says, I love to loot every object ever in RPGs. I do too, and it's kind of driving me crazy that Joe is not, but it's okay. We'll get through it. We're best friends. We've been through worse.
Yeah, I also normally do that too, by the way, but it's just not. It just isn't great streaming material.
Nope, we're all about the content. Content is king.
Can I use them all what am I in combat with? Who's fighting me?
Andrew Vigil, describe this game in 3 words. Awesome space encounters.
Again, if you want to do words that are actually conveying to someone who doesn't know what the game is,
what happens to the veil?
I feel like you have to do Fallout Mass Effect.
Yeah.
But that's not really my that doesn't convey an opinion about the game, which is I would say just fun and clever.
Do you think a haiku would have done it better? Do you have a haiku about the other worlds?
I might. I need my fingers to count syllables, and I don't have those free right now. Okay, no, it's dead, Doug. It's dead. You got it. You got it.
Doug kills everyone.
Ooh, we'll go slow motion kill.
There we go. I think we owe someone a stealth slow motion ranged kill as well.
Well, I tried that. The problem is I'm not really good enough with handguns to do for it to do that damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the sneak attack bonus for it.
Gotcha.
But we'll do our best to get there. Okay, we got everyone. Murder success. Now we can turn on the power.
CMDR Herbert Hayes says, do weapons need repairs after a lot of use?
Yes. Though, as someone who really did not like the way weapon durability was implemented in Legend of Zelda, and I know lots of people do, but
Yeah.
Anyway, coming from someone, basically what I'm trying to convey is that I normally don't like the concept of weapon durability.
Yeah.
It did not bother me so much in this one because it's not... I still wish it wasn't there, but it's not so intrusive that it becomes a problem.
For sure. I've found limited issues with it, and usually you can find... Yeah, it's a relative non-issue.
I mean, we're seeing right now that my weapon and my armor is... That's what those icons down at the bottom mean, is that
Hey, mister?
I'm currently
Look, I know you want your power
being
regulator
penalized
but
because they've taken
I
some
just
damage.
gotta ask you, do you understand what you're about to do?
Yep, I get it.
For sure.
So...
Ryder the Zombie asked, do companions have personal side quests? Yes, they do.
They do. I suppose I should ask people what we want to do, but I don't think I've ever actually rerouted at the botanical laboratory.
I haven't either.
So I'm going to do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks for the input, everyone.
Chat, you're doing
Botanical
amazing.
laboratory it is.
The Joe's gone rogue. He's not listening to the chat.
Parvati's not going to like that.
No.
I can't stop thinking of Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be all right now they got power.
We'll talk later.
Will we? I don't think I'd stick around.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
We'll see. I have some... Oh, wow. I gained like 2 levels.
Oh,
cool.
wow.
All right. Going to... Well, can't keep neglecting my melee, so we'll just...
bang,
so
bang, bang,
there
bang.
it hits 50. So now I have to start doing it individually. It won't go into two-handed melee anymore.
Yeah.
And so what I didn't talk about this before either. What you see is depending on the number of points you have invested, it gives you different, just like passive bonuses to it. So now my melee attacks just go 30% further.
Yeah,
which is good. And now we get to choose a perk, which I was assuming Parvati isn't going to leave. I really do like perks that improve what my companions do.
Yeah.
So we'll invest in crit chance there. And Parvati has a perk to invest in.
Yeah. She's like, thanks, you've taken me on the worst day ever, but at least my perks are being updated.
Yeah, exactly.
Couple quick ones before I lose them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alex Shand asks, does your character have a weight limit for carrying? Yes, he does. Or yes, they do. Do you feel an absence of an in-game radio? Not particularly, because like I said, exploring goes pretty quickly, and I think the music, for me at least, covers it.
The radio is so important in Fallout games because the expanse that you're traveling is so, like, the distance from A to B is so long. And even though you have little things to do along the way, there's a lot more of a sense of transit, I think, than there is in this.
Definitely.
I think the soundtrack in this game is it's good. It's atmospheric. It's ambient. It sort of captures the sci-fi wonder that it's going for. But there was no point when I was like, oh man, I wish I was listening to a radio right now.
Yes. Oh, looks like you're out of bypass.
Yeah, when you say out of bypass shunts, you need bypass shunts to hack and mag picks to unlock. But thankfully, there is no mini game for that. If you have them, you can do it.
Yeah,
which I like.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna go. I guess we have to go back to Edgewater to get the power regulator, don't we?
Yeah.
The game has fast travel, so let's do that. Though, actually, before we do, so this was a quest that we now cannot complete because I killed the Gravekeeper. So, before we go back to town, I do want to do this quest because I don't want to focus on a bunch of side quests, but at the same time,
it's good to show off a couple.
Well, and this one is we get a companion for it.
Yeah.
So, though I guess maybe he joins if you don't. But We're just gonna book it. Book it.
Cuz Baby, I apologize for missing your question earlier. He asks, have you encountered any game-breaking bugs? I have not. Have you?
Not game breaking.
Mhm.
I had a couple bugs. There's some. I had a weird when I was on this planet. I had a weird persistent audio bug that was like cutting out my sound effects.
Yeah.
That I could fix by going into the menu and turning the sound effects back on,
Mhm.
or like I had to turn them off and then back on, and then it would work.
Yeah. Ooh, I got friends.
That was happening for a bit early in the game, but then it just stopped.
Yeah.
So that was probably the most serious technical issue I ran into. I didn't run into any like glitched quests or progress blocking issues or anything like that.
Yeah. To quote the illustrious Joe Juba, this is Obsidian's most polished game.
Yeah, I think it definitely is.
Even though I do think South Park, even though I think that had a lot of polish to it. Adam Walker, Texas Ranger asks, can Joe sing his favorite Fallout song next time he goes on a short walk?
I don't know Fallout songs. Also, I don't sing. But thanks for asking. I appreciate the interest.
World on fire. That one.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
there you go.
Alex did it.
That's what I'm here for.
Thanks, best friend.
Yeah. Best friend. Never.
You're there to pick me up when I stumble like that.
I've never had one of those.
A best friend?
Best friend.
You've had a friend.
I've had a friend.
Okay, good.
Do parents count?
Let's say
then
yes.
No. Okay,
Let's
then
say
yeah.
yes. I don't want to deal with the fallout of that not counting.
The fallout.
Nice. All right. So we went to go. Basically, that guy in town, Vicar Max, was asking us to get him a book.
Yeah.
That we went to go investigate, and it turns out it wasn't there. So now we have to go someplace else and investigate that. Whoop. Oh yeah, it's me. Oh, I guess shooting that thing isn't going to help when they're not there.
Brendan of the Quins. Alex, my mom, is my best friend. I think everyone should feel that way. I mean, they're always looking out for you, moms.
There's nothing wrong with being friends with your folks.
Yeah. Oh my god.
See why I love the melee? Like moments like that just deliver in ways that that the ranged attacks don't for me. And also, I do want to point out too, we are playing on the easiest difficulty, so if it looks like I'm breezing through combat too easily, it is set.
That's
simple.
on purpose. Yeah.
Though I did also like once I got to a certain point, it's a weird thing. I did not find the normal difficulty very difficult.
I've only died once.
Yeah, I mean, early in the game, I think it was harder because I didn't have as many options at my disposal. But later in the game, through a combination of me just finding ways that ways through situations that didn't involve combat.
Yeah.
And then also,
there they are.
Just
precious mag picks.
Generally, like having allies that could do a lot of fighting for me.
Yeah.
I didn't find too many fights difficult, with the exception there is a tough fight near the end that is very difficult to circumvent.
Yeah. If people were curious, I would heavily recommend upping your dialogue skill tree. I found it to be the most helpful, I think. Goodbye, head.
Motion.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
There's one. Can we get two? Can we get two?
I think I can get two out of it.
Give me two. Oh, he dodged it.
Oh, he dodged it. Okay, well. Dodge Parvati. Nope. Like, there's still a battle going on, but I'm just looting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like in the harder difficulties, he couldn't have just ran through the field like he did.
Oh, Parvati got it. Well, another hit for good measure. Okay.
Rocket Rooster Films. Can you turn off the gore?
I don't know.
I don't know either. There'd probably be in options, I would say.
That's a good question.
Show bark subtitles.
Looks like, I mean, you can toggle the player and companion helmets. That's handy.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be in
Which
UI.
I used those a lot depending on what gear I had equipped. I always kept my companions' helmets off. I thought they looked dumb with them.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not they look dumb. I like their design. So
You put
I
that
preferred
time,
them. Yeah.
not us. Doug is a creation of the randomizer,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, you put a lot of time in. You want to see your character.
Yeah, looks like gore is just there.
It's just there. Sorry, kids.
Ooh, actually, but now that we're in there, I should maybe give this game a save so we're not just all on auto save. I named my second character Joyce.
Joyce.
Because I decided that her name was Spacer's Joyce.
Has anyone ever told you should write?
People
'Cause you
tell me to
should.
stop sometimes. You should stop doing that. The Edgewater is a town. The company that controls it is Spacer's Choice. So I think for people who are too smart for the joke, that's the joke.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's very good. top tier joke.
You know a joke's good when you have to explain
Yep.
and then tell
and then
someone how
reassure
good it is.
people, no
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
this joke is the best.
I find that I have to do that a lot, so I must be quite funny.
Is there bonus damage for sneak attacks or some kind of backstab mechanic?
There is bonus damage for sneak attacks.
Yes, but I don't think there's not like a like a moment where you can stab them in the back, correct?
Right.
There's not like an animation for that.
No, yeah. There's not like a special sneak attack there, but there is bonus damage for it. I've never had to be so careful around this town before, but they hate me and want to kill me for some reason.
I was gonna say, why do you think that is?
I don't think I deserve it. But
we'll just slip right in here.
Yeah.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too
Oh.
This'll be quick.
Wow.
Huh.
Well.
Okay. Well,
interesting.
I should have thought about that. Well, hey.
Well, you're returning to the vicar. So this was one of the side characters you can get. Emphasis on could because he is no longer breathing.
Yep. All right. Well, we did it.
We did it.
Mission accomplished.
Just ignore the botched. Interesting.
Well, sorry, Vicar Max.
So someone earlier in the chat asked, could you kill companion characters? And the answer is yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
What are we supposed to do now?
Oh. There's no talking to these people, is there?
Does that count as talking?
Yeah. I talk with my sword. Yacht.
Oh, man, I'm going to just mow through these people. They are nothing.
Yeah. You are ants under my boot.
Okay. It's just running away. Yeah.
I'd run from you too,
get
man.
it. I get it.
Yeah.
You're a little braver. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't know where the actual power regulator is in this place.
Cuzbaby asks, are you guys working on a review? I'm fairly new, so I don't know what type of content you guys post. Apologies. No worries. You, along with everyone, can go read Joe's review on the site, GameInformer.com.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's the top thing. Like, I think it's still in the top slot on the site.
Yeah. For those who aren't aware, my best friend Joe Juba is a very big deal.
Stop this.
Big deal at the
Enough.
office here.
Enough. Yeah, no, I wrote a review, posted it earlier this week, gave the game a 9.25, which is is an unusually high score.
I was gonna say I feel like we are very careful with our ratings, and you really seem to like this game.
I don't throw 9s around.
Like he does his sword.
Yeah, I don't swing 9s as liberally as I swing my sword. Oh no, that is an impact hammer. I thought she was using her wrench. Maybe not.
Would Dan Reichert like this game?
I don't know what he likes. That's not my problem.
How long are we streaming today?
I don't know that we have a set schedule. Until we decide it's enough.
Until the bloodshed is over.
I think we'll for sure do it for until 2, maybe 3. We'll see how we're feeling.
10 p.m., 10 a.m. tomorrow. We don't have families we have to worry about. Well,
I have a couple dogs.
I was gonna say
they'll be upset.
And I have a girlfriend who would be concerned at where I was.
At least you could text your girlfriend and be like, "Hey, I had to stay late."
That's true.
I don't think
Can't text your dogs.
I don't think my dogs would understand. Yeah.
Huh. It's not a string of wolves you can you could string together.
No, not really. I've been trying, but it just doesn't seem to connect.
One day at a time.
Yeah. All right. So the funny thing is, in about an hour or so, we've done this whole first section. But like I said, on my first playthrough of this game, it was 6 hours because I was talking to everyone. I was doing everyone's side quests. I talked to Reed and got everything he wanted me to do. And then I talked to Adelaide and then made sure I did what she could do. I did my best to like reconcile those two different sides and bring, and it's like,
Yeah, this isn't a game you run through. I mean, you can, and it's fun as you can see, but like to get if you're in this for the narrative, it's best to talk to everyone, try to read as much as you can.
Yeah.
I know reading an insane concept, but it's well worth it if you're trying to experience what the developers want.
And this is a minor nitpick, but I really wish that there were an option to adjust text size, because this distance that we're sitting from the TV right now, which is what, about 4 or 5 feet maybe, that works. But I was sitting further back because that's the way my living room is set up.
Yeah.
And I at multiple points had to get up and sort of like squint at the screen to read like a description of weapon properties or something like that. Not normal dialogue, but there are some things in the game that are just really small.
Yeah.
But, hey, minor. Minor,
but it matters, and I think there is a trend. I feel like I've seen people talk about that more over the last 5 years, the small text size. And there's some game developers that do it and others don't. I wish more would do it.
Yeah. I mean, there are a whole that just gets into a whole range of like accessibility options, stuff that I wish people would have had.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh.
Parvati seems very excited to be with you, even though what you put her through.
Edgewater High.
Yeah, I don't think she fully understands it.
Working on a real engine. Edgewater won't last another season without power. That don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back in my post.
No. Come with me.
I have imagined it, but I want to ask you something, and you can say no. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back.
Yeah, we'll keep Parvati. I like her.
She's been awesome.
Yeah. She's, I think, well, okay. She would be my favorite character.
Okay.
If I didn't have a particular weakness for another kind of character that they include.
Okay.
If you played Knights of the Old Republic, you maybe... Oh, we can't see him. You maybe remember HK-47, which is the, hilariously enthusiastic assassin droid.
Mm-hmm.
This game has a hilariously enthusiastic robot.
I have detected that the town of Edgewater.
That you have as a party member that is... I mean, he's not diabolical like HK-47. I mean, the robot that you get is stupid, barely has a personality.
Yeah.
But I still really like it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Do you know how?
Do I know how?
The
Step
dude
one,
asked,
pick
"Is that a
up
dev
all
sitting with
engine
Joe?"
units.
No. Well, thank you for thinking I look like a game developer. I am Alex the intern.
This is Alex Stadnick, one of our 2 interns
Yes.
this term here at Game Informer. He's been, you sort of have a different combination of skills than interns usually do because you do some writing, but you also do some video stuff.
Yeah, I came here from an advertising agency where I cut my teeth on some video making, and then on top of that, I like to write. Dual threat.
Yeah, dual threat. That's what everyone. That's what everyone wants to talk about.
Yeah, I'm also charming, so just keep building the skill set up.
I can vouch for that. Yes, he is my best friend.
This is my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, okay. Don't get too excited.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So I don't think I have. Oh, can I tinker? I guess not. Oh no. Okay, I haven't yet.
Yeah.
I need a higher science skill. Tinkering. You should really invest in science skills up to the point that you can tinker and repair.
Yeah.
Because that is very valuable.
Yeah. Because there's if you don't do it enough, you can't repair while you're out in the wild. You can only do it from workbenches. So that's especially in a more heated firefight that we probably won't get into because this is uneasy.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Well, let's break down some stuff so we have some. I should probably keep the shotgun in here. I only have my two weapons even equipped, so I should probably do some better stuff with them. That one's at 100. That one's at 100. So I don't need to spend points on that. I can just I'll just swap out. So here's my broken sentry saber.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just unequip that garbage and re-equip a good sentry saber.
Yeah.
A good assault rifle. Good shotgun.
Yeah.
And then we'll just break these things down. So when you break down weapons, it gives you weapon parts, and those parts are what you use to repair the things that you do want.
Yeah. So this is a long one, but loading screen VGM says, so is the story and our quests narratively compelling? I loved Fallout 3 and Elder Scrolls, but for some reason Fallout 4 didn't do it for me. So much traveling for quests I didn't care about and very little continuity. I hope that this game being split into planets helps avoid that problem. So I liked Fallout 4. I didn't love it. I feel like the quests, both main and side in this, have done more for me, and I'm more into them. I think there's that better sense of humor. And as we talked about earlier, there's not nearly as much traveling in this because inherently the world isn't connected. So
yeah. I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Here we go. Majestic takeoff. Salute. I like the little oars that it has sticking out of it.
Yeah.
I think this is the loading screen you see the most because every time you're traveling with your ship, this is the one that shows up.
I do love most of the loading screens in this game.
Yeah, they've got that cool that art, that stylized sort of magazine advertising kind of art. I don't have the vocabulary to talk about it. I'm not a graphic designer.
My words ain't good.
Yeah.
We have received a communication request from.
All right, let's see what he's got.
There you are, hale and hearty. And how are you feeling, by the way?
I'm good. Okay, I can slow down time.
Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Mana. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the ground.
Okay, so should we pull a Ben Hansen on this part?
She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Oh, and
Ben Hansen, when he was playing this, like right now, this doctor is saying, "Hey, you have to go to Stellar Bay, but you can't get there without a nav key."
I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
That's how you land in the town.
Yeah.
Or
I call
so like the game is really steering you toward
Like, go to the ship, basically,
Yeah.
is what it's saying.
Wrong matter of Shroud, my slow-witted accomplice. This is, how to put it simply, a device that makes you look different, sound different. The device has, very simply...
Okay, so this is all boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ben, instead of following the game's clear instructions to go to the groundbreaker to get this thing, instead was like, I don't want to do that. I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so I think we can actually do that.
Yeah.
Which gets us to Stellar Bay, which is where we need to go.
Yep.
But just it's a more dangerous run. But also we have the game set on easy.
Yes.
So this is where we're supposed to go. Is Groundbreaker.
This is the map. This is the overworld.
Oh yeah, this is our like the galaxy map equivalent here.
Yeah.
But you can also just Stellar Bay is on Monarch, so you can just go to Monarch and just land at a worse place and then walk your way there, which we will do. But
I was gonna say, I think that's the play.
But first, I want to go
to the lab.
Go to the lab.
Rick's lab.
Successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain.
I don't even.
And we are still in one piece.
All I really want
Shall I
here is
congratulate
the shrink
myself?
ray.
Or would you like to do the honors?
Greg Garrison asks, are ranged sneak attacks viable or are all projectile weapons loud? If one enemy knows you're there, do they all magically know that you're there?
Well, it's not that they magically know that they're there. You're there as much as weapons have firing noise.
Yeah.
So
securing my ongoing experiments.
that is a thing. You can get a modification later that reduces the
I haven't had a visitor since
the audible
in fact,
range
I've
of
never
your
had a visitor.
firearms. So I think you could. I think you could do it, but in general, if you're using guns, you're going to like call trouble down on yourself.
Yeah. I know when you're sniping from far enough away, it will alert enemies, but they don't know where you are, so they'll be on the lookout. But if you're close enough, yeah, they'll all know where you are.
I'm gonna go get the sand. So that's a quest we need to do too. And yeah, don't. There are a few loading when you're doing a lot of like like traveling between the ship and between planets. The loading screens are pretty long.
Yeah,
but there's not it's not like ever present. Like I feel like when you're out in the world exploring, there's not as much. There's not as much transition.
For sure.
There's the captain's cabin. So this is a thing that, as you complete the game, there are things like, you know, when I did Edgewater, there was a big thing here that was like, hey, congratulations. Or it was like a big Spacer's Choice logo here. But because I helped out the dissidents instead, I got this thing.
A little tree.
Little tree.
Oh, look at that.
So yeah, so different stuff you don't like place it, but different stuff shows up sort of as trophies as you go through it. I'm going to equip.
Neil Smith asks, can Joe narrate a section of gameplay to the tune of Angel of the Morning?
Probably. I probably can. Just got my shrink ray in the morning. Shrink ray. There we go. That's all you got.
I feel like that was like when someone asks you to describe something and you use the word to describe it. I feel like that was pretty close to that.
That's only as complicated as my singing to Angel of the Morning ever gets.
That's true.
Okay, so
The
now
unit
I'm
is
asking
Alex
about
likely recorded. If you check the. Goodbye.
I love the shrink ray, even if I don't always use it, because I just love the look of it. It's got that that old sci-fi kind of
Yeah.
feel.
For your regular
Yeah.
daily period.
Okay, search term Sam. We're gonna look stuff up about Sam that will eventually get us where we need to go.
You might want to consider changing your clothes more often.
Okay, it won't let me shoot Parvati.
I should hope not.
Yeah, so this is
Just
my hiding
shot
spot now.
Parvati
I was looking for a place that was quiet.
in the
I figured
bay
the kitchen would be
here.
louder than the hold, so
Baby.
All right. I think that's good. I think that's what we need to do. Now, except I want to do this quest first. I want to get, because I thought we would have. Can we not go to Roseway yet?
No, because I don't think you got the quest yet. I think you get it from. Oh, you get it from Gladys on Groundbreaker.
Oh, okay.
Or at least that's how I got it.
Okay, well, we can still go to Groundbreaker,
Mm-hmm.
get the quest, and then.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
DN52 asks, is proper hygiene a must? Of course. You always got to be
Hey,
fresh.
Captain?
You always got to come in
I heard
fresh.
the Groundbreaker's got a real good.
So this is how characters' personal quests often start. Is when you're about to go someplace, they'll just sort of be chilling out by the exit.
Yep.
So,
I don't got
so
much
Parvati
experience
Parvati
fixing
wants to go
actual
talk
spaceships.
to June Lee
I bet you
Tennyson.
can't avoid.
We're not going to do that. Well, I guess here. Tell you what. Let's put it up for a vote.
Let's see. Chat.
Do we do we let Parvati talk to the person she wants to talk to? Live or die.
Live or die. Live or die.
Oh, actually, that is a viable option too. I guess we could. I don't think Parvati would stick around for that, and I want her.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if we murdered the person that she wanted to
Oh my
talk
God. Yeah.
and then we'd have to. I don't even know if we could stick around on the Groundbreaker then even.
Yeah, I
either.
think everyone would be upset at this.
I just don't think that's a viable one.
I would be
okay. So this is not a live or die scenario. This is just do we engage this person in conversation or not?
Talk or not?
Talk or not. Talk or not. Everyone's favorite game. High stakes. High conversational stakes. Will we exchange words in a language we share? Tune in to find out.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
Okay.
Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the way.
Yeah, sure it is.
Here's this idiot.
Who's this guy? Thinking he's all cool.
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltuna can's gonna appreciate you.
Keep talking. Now's not a good.
Okay, I'll deal
You
with
must really
him.
want to trunch.
Let me talk to
Do what you want.
Whatever you heard, it's all true.
I feel like Felix is going to have a
Gonna
lot
have
of
this foreman,
fans,
right?
and I'm not one
Guy
of them.
never liked
Not a
me.
fan.
Oh, he's a space.
In the same way that like they're just always he's a different character. He's not like the same archetype or anything. But there are characters in BioWare games or in Dragon Age, like Cullen, or what in KOTOR it's Karth, or it's Alistair in Dragon Age Origins. That they all fall into a similar category of
That's
kind of
look,
like, hey, here's a
former dock worker.
Here's a nice
Guess I
dude
just tendered my resignation.
who generally wants to do good
Mm-hmm.
and is maybe a little bit
Enjoy my
dense.
Kind of like Caden from Mass Effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of
exactly.
looks like him.
Yeah,
A little bit. A little younger.
And it's that kind of character just is not usually someone that I want to bring along in my party. I prefer I don't know.
Oh, hey, I don't want
More layered characters, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because those characters have
Feel-
layers too. I don't know what it is. It's just like
See you around.
I feel
I
it.
guess I just find other characters more interesting. But
Yeah.
I think that if you like characters along those lines, you will probably like Felix.
Yeah.
Here are vending machines. You get experience for finding those. That's good. Okay. I'm Hawthorne.
Captain Hawthorne, according to your ship's record.
But we've hardly been out of Ed.
I liked all the
hold on, this
groundbreaker
isn't
stuff.
the end of the world.
I think Mr. Hansen did a disservice to his playthrough.
It's probably true. Yeah. Because he just circumvented the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank the.
I don't think we're gonna do it on this, but there is a shopkeeper that is one of my favorite moments in this game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We can do it. We can do it.
Okay.
Honest.
That's no. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative. His office is located along the starboard wall.
Chat, how we
promenade.
doing? Do you
Sounds
guys
like
want
it
to see
was-
something? Are we covering everything? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Do we let Parvati talk
Access to that
to
information
what's
is
her name?
above
Talk
my
or
pay
not?
grade.
Talk or
And
not?
I
Talk
turned
or
down
not?
3
Taco or not? Taco or not?
If I had to,
Taco astronaut.
you take the.
Jolie.
and if. Now, hold on. It'll just.
Okay. What?
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her
We've
to.
got someone wants
Mud-
insert name here wants her to live, so it's good. We'll
Okay,
We'll listen,
okay.
We'll listen to that one.
The fence.
Let's see.
Make sure.
Nah, not talk. No. Taco
He's
not.
seeing you.
I want to be a taco nut.
I want to be a taco nut
I
too.
picked up
Does
this
that mean
weird
you
signal the other
explore
day. It was coming from
tacos?
London.
I mean, I think that you're just sort of on the you're on the leading frontier of tacos.
Yeah. You are the Albert Einstein of tacos.
Yeah. Or I mean, you're just like you're the boldest explorer of tacos.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's a bug. I got stuck a little bit there.
Do you think in Taco Nut school they make you specialize between burritos and tacos?
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
No, they're different. I
Yeah.
think maybe soft shell versus hard shell. You might have to choose a major.
Yeah. But for it to be a burrito, it has to be a soft shell, right?
I think that's your master's degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burritoologist.
Yeah, look. I mean, I got my I got my degree in tacos, and then I got my advanced degree in burritos.
Yeah. Are you
specifically the impact of queso on burritos?
Makes a big difference.
Okay, so we're gonna see this Callahan guy. Hi, Mom. Are you okay, honey? Hope you're doing well. Oh, poor Mom.
Oh, Mom.
The hat. This guy named M. Callahan does not like this hat he's wearing. We bring this up because we're gonna go talk to this guy.
Yeah. Good old Mr. Callahan.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom.
That's really not a good slogan.
A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
You're still warned.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
True.
That's
Yes.
real.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy's funny. I don't want to go through the whole thing.
Okay. I would encourage people in chat to actually go through all of his chat options because it's the hardest I've laughed in this game.
It's fun. I kind of don't want to spoil it here as
Yeah.
we're sort of like talking all over it either. But
He's the guy though. Go find him.
you should talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to him more. Oh, I do want to buy something from him now.
Have you tried our D? Don't take my word for it. Have a look.
Oh, we don't have enough. I want to buy the hat.
How many bits do we have? We have enough, don't we? Where are our bits?
We have 120 bits.
Mhm.
Maybe we
Can
can
you sell?
Let's see what we can. Oh, we're being like super. That's why it's so expensive. We're being. It's being marked up.
Yeah, we don't have the
because we have such a bad reputation with Spacer's Choice because we
Ah.
may or may not have super murdered.
everyone.
Their biggest town.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be able to get enough money to make that up. So, all right. Well, I guess we don't get to wear the Spacer's Choice hat.
Not this time.
Unless.
Oh.
I don't know if I have it in me.
Oh, his life is already so miserable.
Yeah.
But also, you could be doing him a favor. Depends on who you ask. Oh, they're not happy with you one bit. Oh, no. Hey, you got it, though.
Give me your hat.
Get it.
Give me your hat.
Run. Run.
Oh, away we go.
Fly, you fool.
I need to talk to that Bedford guy, though. I wonder if that'll work.
Oh, we didn't ask the chat. Live or die. Well, he's dead, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
matter.
too bad.
Yeah. I don't think
I
he's
mean,
going
I
to
don't
be
think
super
these guys are
thrilled with-
mad at me, so.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yep.
Whoa, okay.
All right.
This is getting hot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it is.
All right. Well, okay. I have an idea. Boy, we haven't saved in a long time. I hope there's a good autosave.
Myra A. Hello. Hi, chat. Psyched I stumbled onto this whilst waiting for an appointment. We're psyched to have you.
Thanks for being here.
Welcome. Yeah. Take his hat. Take his hat. Thank you, Borophil.
Yes,
That's great.
yes, that's a good chant.
Also,
that's a good chant.
Borophil, you have one of my favorite names.
Borophil?
Chlorophyll. More like Borophil. No, Adam Sandler. Nothing.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. It's from Billy Madison.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
Okay. We will take his hat. But first, we need to actually
back
do
to Byzantium, you fool.
we need to do something so we can get out of here.
Yeah.
Try not to touch anything.
Nope.
We interrupt your regular
There we
business.
go. Okay.
Yes. Has something happened to...
Quite a lot.
He's dead. Yeah.
Oh, no. This is terrible.
Sorry for your loss.
Oh.
Are you, though?
Not really.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of people asking about dumb options in the dialogue. So, you know, we've been playing for about an hour and a half. You've seen
Well,
a few
I
of
guess it's
them.
yours now
You'll
if
see
you're
like
captaining it.
it doesn't
It's
have a
a
huge impact
game
on the
we
game.
play,
It's a lot of
and
times it's just a funny thing you
I
can
asked
choose
Lieutenant
that
Phineas
someone
Wells
maybe
to
has
give
a
me
slightly
those soon.
baffled
I
response to,
impounded
but it's
ship.
not like
He explains why he can't give me the info
it's not
right
like it's
now.
this
I asked
whole
Lieutenant
different
Wells.
playthrough that you're experiencing.
Around
or
and
something.
around
It's
we
just
go.
an extra chuckle from time to time.
Yeah.
Right. You're going important places. There, I've
It's
removed the flag
Diabetes
from your
asks,
ship.
just got here,
I'm
was
terribly
wondering where
sorry
you
for
got the
the
shrink ray from.
inconvenience.
It's from
However,
Phineas's
before
lab.
you go,
Yep. So as soon as you
Alex promised
as
to
soon
tell
as you
me the
get off
location
the
of
first
Phineas
planet,
Wells.
you can
I'm
go
sure
to
you've seen his
Phineas's
wanted
lab,
posters
and it's
all
just
over the
sitting right
colony.
there waiting for
Did
you.
Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Should we turn in Phineas Wells?
I was gonna ask, have you done this yet?
Not here.
Okay.
I've turned him in at a different point in the game.
Ooh, saucy.
But I don't know. We'll say you never mentioned him, and then I can talk to him later.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we turn him in?
Chat.
Should we turn in Phineas Wells?
Turning in Phineas Wells, the man who is trying to help all the people of Last Hope, or just Hope.
We did already get a shrink ray.
Yeah.
That's hard to turn into a chant. Like, turn him in or not? Turn him in. It's more like, be a jerk.
Be a jerk. Be a jerk. We got one tournament.
One turn him in?
We got one tournament.
All right. Anyone saying don't turn him in?
No snitching. Joe Lou thinks snitches get stitches.
Yeah, see, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Snitching is not great. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Any other votes?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll save it. We still got to find the hat.
Well, we don't have many. You know what? We're gonna do it.
All right, we're gonna do it. We'll do it live.
Partially because I feel like when most people play this game, they will not do it here.
That's true.
So now you get to see what happens.
What? That's what you can expect from GI. Is
Yeah.
comprehensive, informative coverage.
Wells, I meant smells. It really smells in here.
All right. Whom else would I work for?
Those sublight thugs? The board is the only
okay.
force for order in this rough and tumble colony of ours.
So about Phineas.
Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior. An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career.
You're not Stanley.
I would send you
You don't
straight
get
away
to
to my
say that.
superiors in Byzantium, but
Wait, what? Oh, great. Is it not going to let me do it here?
just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in
Dang
without
it. Okay.
To
Okay.
give away something
So
so
it's like a whole
important
nother
to you,
quest.
Yeah.
Must have been some curious.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. So you'll need to get my seal back from her.
Ah, they just can't make it easy. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the long and...
Okay.
John
Thank
Michael
you.
Lozada
I'll be
says,
waiting
"Do you
eagerly
eat in
for
this
your
game?
return."
Please tell me there's Salisbury steak. No Salisbury steak, but you can get your munch on."
Yeah, I wonder if we even have anything. Let's see. We have... nope. Okay, I haven't been very good at picking stuff up. Oh, there's tarmac and cheese. Let's eat it.
Yeah. Nom nom nom.
There we go. I just
There you
ate some tarmac and cheese.
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Wells? the
There's
fellow who
fruit
worked-
like mock apples
Yep.
and bunch of nanners. Okay, so now we just need to find that. We need to find the lady. It's not
It's,
letting me bring up my menu screen, which is
No?
strange.
Have you seen
Oh,
this man? Reward offered for
That's
information meeting to the capture of
It's because it looks like the text is frozen there too. Huh. Can you try talking to someone? Will that go
yeah.
away?
Let's see what happens here.
There we go. Maybe.
Bless my heart. You here for...
Okay, Gladys, we got some things. We need a nav key.
Those have been the... Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port.
Okay.
Now, I only have the one nav key.
Tell me how to get there. You're going to want me to
Well-
examine a distress signal.
Do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. She sent me a recording of a... Curious thing is,
So we're going to go to Roseway.
can't say I know for...
Oh, shoot, I missed the dumb option.
Those
How dumb.
Ghost message.
Aren't you precious?
Aren't you
No.
precious?
The young man on the video was flesh and blood, all right.
Could be it was automated. Mr. Thompson used to automate the intercom in Edgewater to say all sorts of things. A bit saved is worth two in the bush was his favorite.
Edna didn't seem to think so. And if someone set up...
All right. Sounds like an opportunity. Okay.
If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got the corpse fighting each...
Okay.
My
Chat,
goodness,
keep
aren't-
keep
should
the
you
questions
fight,
coming.
then we
See
ought
if
to have a
we
chat.
haven't answered anything for you.
Look, don't forget. I found a hen...
A little 5% discount.
Okay. So now I also... Oh, see, here's bunch of nanners.
Bunch of nanners.
Mock apple. I don't know where to find that guy's seal. I might have to just talk to her about it.
Yeah.
So people are asking about like modding weapons and stuff, and
Mhm.
I mean you can see we don't have enough money for these right now, but
Yeah.
you find mods for your weapons, and if you don't, you can buy them.
Yeah,
if there's
I-
something specific you want.
I haven't had to buy, really. I've mainly found most of them out in the wild.
Gracious. Depends.
Chat, let us know if you're a taco knot or a burrito
See the
knot.
lights. Taking a show or two. All right, I'll sell it to you.
8,000 bits. Wow. Okay.
Anything else?
Okay.
Any?
This is gonna be a while before we can do that.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe we don't even need to, because now that all that's done, the priority is getting that Spacer's Choice hat.
Yeah. All right. Good call. Good call. Doug.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Oh no. Oh no. This poor man.
Give me your stuff.
Give me the hat and then let's go.
We're out of here.
Run.
Goodbye.
Oh god.
Goodbye. Out of the way. Whoop. Oh, excuse me.
Pardon me, coming through.
I'm rampaging here. All right.
I'm walking here. It's a lot of red. There's a little slide in there.
Okay, thanks for Roddy.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. I can bring my menu back up again.
Life is good. He's gonna be like, hey, can I come with? Like, yeah, sure. Oh,
Whoa!
no. Whoa. Oh, no.
Get out of here, Felix.
You will not be a member of our crew today, sir.
Goodbye. Maybe later.
Wow.
Normally, there's a whole conversation that happens there where he's like, hey, Captain, could I have a word? I'd really like to come along. I have a whole prepared reason why.
Not today.
Nope, he's going to try and attack me.
So far you have alienated and almost murdered. You murdered one, but you've alienated two potential crew members? Because
yes.
Vicar Max, not a big fan of yours. And,
Correct. Yeah.
Felix wanted to get a swing in.
Yeah.
Oh, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather,
Yep, I am not the
your
best
headgear.
guy. That's okay.
We'll get there. It's one day at a time.
Whoop. Oh, wow. I can level up. I forgot about that. I can almost level up twice.
Oh, wow.
What should I put points in? Probably we do.
Little sneaky sneak.
We do want science up to, what do we need? Tinker?
Yeah, so 5 points.
Yeah. We can do Tinker. Yeah, so it'll be 5 there. And then probably 5 here, so we can sell the vending machines. And then oh, and that's it. There's only, I thought I had 20.
Yeah. You know what you have to do now, though, right?
What's that?
You got to put on the hat.
Oh, yeah.
You murdered him. You gotta wear the hat.
I guess it would be a shame to not. Here, let's do it.
Actually, though, Doug the Psychopath, in true world-ending fashion, world-burning fashion, wouldn't wear the hat. He was just taking it.
Yeah, that is especially mean.
Yeah,
but no,
the hat is too good not to wear.
Yeah, I think we need it. Thanks for reminding me. I might have forgotten to even wear the hat.
Sure, cool.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, this is the face of a man who has it together.
Who's not crying on the inside.
Okay, cool.
Sure Man Cool says, can't wait to get started on this tonight. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thanks for joining us on the stream.
Yeah, glad we could do it. Okay, so where was Roseway again? Oh, dang it. I think maybe
it's right. Isn't it down below Terra 2? That little blip right there?
No,
Can you
I
not
think
get
it's. Did it not give me the Roseway landing pad? Oh, there. No. Okay,
Oh, you
no,
have to
no,
put
we
the
have to.
stress.
We have to give it to Ada first. Okay. For a second, I thought I really screwed something up.
No. Besides the lives of hundreds.
Well, yeah, but I mean my own life. That's the one that matters. I didn't want to screw that up.
Captain, we are now capable of access. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key persons.
Okay, that's all boring.
Take care.
There we go. Yeah. This guy's a champion.
Yeah. Look at that psychopath just eyeing his knife. There you go. All the way up. You know what I appreciate about our friendship?
What's that?
Besides the love and support we give each other.
And the depth and time that it's had to develop.
Exactly.
Yes.
I like that we play these games very differently.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like, yeah, because I like I said, I'm more of a shooter guy. I like going in myself, taking care of business, and you like, you like strategizing and letting the companions do all your dirty work.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, to me, I am just so much of an optimizer, I think, is what it boils down to. That here, I'll give myself more health. I'll need that anyway.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm really careful in the way that I weigh points, and it's not always. I don't always like automate it, but I tend to rely on things that provide, like in a lot of RPGs, things I lean towards things that provide good passive bonuses. I like things that you can always rely on versus things that are like contextually useful. So things that are just like static bonuses to abilities, or in this case, it's like you invest in inspiration in this game, and your party members just always do more damage.
Yeah,
I like that. Man, and also on Groundbreaker we could have gotten Ellie, which I didn't do either. So we're running a lean crew here.
We like it small.
Yeah.
Yeah. More efficient that way. Is this? I don't know.
As long as we get Sam, it's fine.
Yeah. Is this an inside joke? I don't know this one.
That one.
Is he cheating?
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Okay, no.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, so the main thing to do here is just to get Sam. That's priority one. Oh, we also didn't. I assumed that verdict was that Parvati does not get to talk to Junlei.
I think we've moved past. I think the the idea of getting the hat.
I mean,
took
she
over.
can't now.
Yeah.
But it seemed like no one was particularly enthusiastic about it, so that's okay. All right, so now we're just gonna do a quick little run so we can get my favorite party member. Maybe I have to go around a little bit. This isn't like, it's kind of funny how I have to unlearn the desire, like in Elder Scrolls games, to like, okay, if I can like cheat it and jump and go backwards, and it's like, no, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we be looking into that distress
Have
call?
we? I don't think we've covered any of the flaws, the flaw system in this, have we?
The flaws have not come up here yet.
Yeah.
Have you been taking any flaws?
I haven't. I like being flawless. And more so the rewards haven't justified it for me quite
so
yet.
what we're talking about is, so there's the system of flaws that, like, let's say that you fight a lot of robots and you take a lot of damage when you're fighting robots. You might have something come up that says like, hey, you can take the robophobe flaw.
Yeah.
Which means that when you're fighting robots, you take certain penalties to, your damage or armor or whatever.
Yep.
But if you take that flaw, then you can also, you just get an extra perk point to spend on the level up screen. So I also avoided them because I think your point's a good one, is that like perks are great when you level up, and I was excited to get them.
Yeah.
But because another perk is just like another level away, and none of the perks are so good that you're like, oh man, I just need that immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
The incentive wasn't quite there to like outweigh the cost.
Does it ever offer more than just like one perk point?
No, it's always one perk point.
Yeah. That's a system I'd like them to flesh out a little bit more in the next one. Because I like the idea. I just don't know if that's enough for me, personally.
Yeah. I don't like the penalty there. Oh great. I can't even get in here.
You you don't have any.
No, it says there's a key card for it somewhere though.
Yeah.
I don't know where though.
Have you guys found any fun Easter eggs around the outskirts, like in New Vegas, where you find Indiana Jones looking dead body? At least I think that was supposed to be Indy from Sherman Pool. I've encountered one little Easter egg in the dialogue that I won't spoil. It's from 90s cartoons, Cartoon Network cartoon. Oh wow,
Oh,
Cartoon
really?
Network cartoons. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like the game has some like it has some funny references. I don't know if I haven't found anything that I would like classify as an Easter egg.
Yeah.
That's not to say that they're not there. Maybe I just didn't explore the outskirts enough.
But we haven't found any power armor from Fallout or anything like that. Eric Cartman's beanie or anything.
Okay, so I'm getting a little.
Connor Marshall says, in all caps, he's very excited about this one.
Yes.
If anyone can tell me, does it support offline play? Have you played it offline? I mean, like, there's no online multiplayer component to this, but...
Right. No, you can play this game offline, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no online component to it.
Yeah. Which I love. I feel like too many developers try to shove something online in.
Well, I mean, I think it's just a question of the game that you want to make, and the thing they wanted to make here did not require it, and I think that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, okay, I don't know how I guess I could just. I should have dumped points into
hacking. If
But
only you had a tips guide for the early game.
Yeah, if only.
If only.
No, but I think when you see this, I'll show people what the complication is. When you see this, it means that you need a lock picking skill of 35 to be able to get in there. Or down at the bottom, that little other circle indicates that there is a key for it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the code, ask me. If I'm not around, check the front desk at the antibiotics lab.
He is upstairs, if I remember correctly. No, maybe not here. Check upstairs, though.
Let's see if we can find anyone up here.
Halt! Here they come! I'll fix you right up!
Yeah. I think I'm starting to feel the hurt of using an outdated sword weapon now.
Yeah.
Things
That's the last of them.
Things are getting a little more
difficult.
Yeah, it's taking a little longer to kill stuff. Okay, so whoop.
Unexpected.
Let's see if Parvati can do a good job there. I'll just let her do her work.
Security.
There you go.
Yeah, so I just kind of do crap damage with guns.
Yeah. You break them? There it is.
So when they get shrunk, then Parvati does more damage. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this. Cassidrian?
Someone has a question.
Yeah, is there a lock-picking minigame? No, there is not.
No. Thankfully.
The Goose of Zeus, we love you too. Thank you for all the
this
support.
Space, and this is all they get to sleep in?
All right, storage facility passcode. Can I shrink this? No, okay. No shrinking corpses.
Yeah. So Joe.
Yeah.
If you were on a desert island,
Uh-huh.
you can only bring one game.
Oh boy.
Would it be Outer Worlds or would it be Goose Game?
I have to choose one of those two games.
You have to choose one of them.
That's a weird choice.
That's
It's
a
like,
weird choice. I asked the weird questions though. That's what I'm here for.
Goose Game's on my Switch. I got lots of things on my Switch. Like, can I play some of those instead?
Nope.
Also,
Doesn't count. I'm wiping your Switch.
Did you abandon me on this island?
After I saw what you were capable of, I had to do it for the safety of the world.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably take this over Goose Game.
Okay.
Though
reluctantly, it seems.
Well, I think this game definitely has more replayability and longevity, I think, than Goose Game. But who knows? If I'm like, I'll probably end up going crazy with loneliness on some island.
that's
In
true.
which case, like, well. I guess we don't need to worry about getting plans for what's her name for Gladys because we're just not.
Yeah, I'm not
doing
doing
that.
that part of it. What do you think? 2:30? 2? It's 2 now.
I think we'll go for maybe another half an hour and see how things are going.
I'd be down for that.
Maybe another hour. We'll see.
Maybe 6.
We'll stop at 3 for sure.
We'll see if we still got the engaging content going on.
Yeah, I mean, I always have fun playing Outer Worlds. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites this year.
Yeah, I looked at the list that I keep to see what else might be in the running for Game of the Month for me, or Game of the Year for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think right now this is the front runner.
Yeah.
Because like there are other games I like this month or this year. I really liked Judgment. I really liked Crackdown 3. None of those are like number 1 material for me. I don't think so.
Did you actually like Crackdown 3?
I did. I like Crackdown 3 for sure. Yep. I know that is not the common sentiment.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it.
I love that series. I thought it was better than 2, and I liked a lot of what it was doing. I just wanted a little bit more polish, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I see that. In a lot of ways, though, I think Crackdown 3 does some things that The Outer Worlds does well, in the sense of it recaptures the sense of playing an older game.
Yeah.
But not in a way that feels like antiquated or outdated. It just feels like a new old game.
True.
And I like that.
Yeah.
That's not to say, I shouldn't say The Outer Worlds is like old. It doesn't feel like archaic or anything,
No.
but it's definitely tapping into, I think, a vibe or a market that
we haven't seen since Fallout 4.
Yeah.
In a bigger game title.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's see, is that any good? Plasma carbine. That's probably better than this. Well, not DPS wise, but it certainly seems cool.
It is fun to shoot.
So we're gonna do that. And ooh, telescoping staff. Oh, I stole that from the Spacer's Choice guy. Is that gonna be better than this? No, but it will be when I tinker with it.
Exactly.
Because I think the staff is probably a more satisfying hit than the sword.
Yes.
All right, well, let's go back to the ship. I don't think we've done fast travel yet, have we?
Maybe we have. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do fast travel.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I like. In addition to the map sizes sort of being compact, you also don't need to backtrack around them. Like once you get to an area of interest, it sort of plants a fast travel marker there.
Yep.
And you can just always fast travel back there. So there's not a lot. You're not.
Yeah.
You know, it's no Red Dead 2, which for all of its strengths, you really had to. There was a lot of time spent in transit.
There was. I did appreciate that though, because I wouldn't have fallen in love with the world as much without it. But
I understand why they. Well, we don't need to get into it. I understand why they did it. That doesn't make it necessarily more
fun to play,
engaging in the moment.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're gonna go install this thing in SAM.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Yes.
Registering new owner. Captain. SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
So every time you try to talk to Sam, he basically just tries to sell SAM units. Like,
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
so when you talk to him, like, hey. Oh, I guess we can't really say anything more.
Thank you. Sam, we guarantee it's the only sanitation and maintenance unit you'll ever need.
Oh yeah, here we go. So where'd you come from?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
Incidentally, I don't think you can upgrade his nozzle.
Oh, man.
He's always just spitting acid, I think.
Oh, okay.
But Sam is fantastic, and I really like having him around.
Okay.
He's not the Parvati is definitely the most interesting character.
Yeah.
Sam is probably spent as much or more time in my party.
Got it.
So now, we're gonna get shot at if we go there. We're gonna get shot at a lot of places.
At this point, where aren't we gonna get shot at?
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Monarch. So when you play the game for real, when you don't act like an idiot, you will probably
I don't believe so,
you will
Captain.
probably spend a lot more time on Groundbreaker doing quests for Junlei, getting things in order there. You'll do more quests for Gladys so you can afford the nav key that she's selling you. Or you just do quest 4 and get a lot of money for them. So
You'll need to speak with.
we are blowing through this pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good story stuff on
You'll want
Groundbreaker.
to-
And
once you have
on the
everything you
Veil,
need,
too, that
make
we
your way
kind
to
of
Hiram Blight's
Yeah,
compound.
yeah.
Best of luck.
Captain?
The Eternal is a man who works in the mines of Hephaestus.
Okay, so
When he died.
there's some religious folks, some zealots.
Considering the
Also here on Monarch. We're going to solve the Monarch problem really quickly.
Yeah.
Normally in Monarch, you have to do a lot of... it's another situation where there are a couple factions, and you need to do some stuff for one and do some stuff for the other, and I don't think we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see how quick we can get off Monarch while still technically completing the quest.
Okay, I'm with it.
I wonder if we even need to get Nyoka. Maybe not.
You're almost getting to the point where I am not. Or like you're almost like,
Oh, really?
I just got to Monarch, yeah.
Oh, so you've played the game for about 2 hours.
Yeah, for 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I have no expertise whatsoever.
Stubborn stains, leave them for Sam.
Awful lot.
Right, so there are lots of dangerous things around here that I don't know if I can fight. Oh, actually, sorry, this is boring, but I do want to try and do a little upgrading here real quick.
Yeah. Short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain.
Yeah, which means I have to go back to the ship.
Has been sanitized.
I want to do a little tinkering, try and see if I can put some mods on a weapon so we can see how some of that works.
Perfect.
What are the mods that you've put on weapons so far? Is there anything that you've especially liked?
Nothing that's been game-changing to me because I didn't know, before you and I talked, I didn't know how rare or not some of the mods were.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed, there's the easy ones like extending your mags, putting a scope on something, making something plasma versus not is really cool. So it's my experience with it thus far. It's not something I've put a ton of time and effort into quite yet.
Yeah, so no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't put
No
it. I
mods
don't
for
have any
that.
mods for that. Do I have any mods? No. None of those. Do I have any plasma carbide mods? What do I have mods for?
Nothing? Do you not have any mods?
I do. I thought I picked up at least one. I just don't know what it's for.
Is it an armor mod?
Oh, it might be an armor mod. Let's
Yeah.
take a look. This is the one I have equipped.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
there
it is. Okay. That's the mod I found. Increased ranged weapons. I don't even do those. Boo.
Come on.
Boo.
Boo.
Okay, we're going to put it on anyway.
All right.
So now I have some improved ranged weapons.
Yeah. There you go. Just like that.
I'm going to break down the stuff I don't need, which is that old assault rifle, that sawed-off shotgun.
Erwin Saw says, hello. Hello.
I'm still gonna tinker with this thing and see if I can make it better.
There you go. You were a lean, mean fighting machine, my friend. Not a ton of crew, not a ton of things you're carrying.
No, but I have spent all my money improving a telescoping staff.
Yeah.
So I think we know that I've got it under control.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Just so it does 2 more DPS than the thing I currently have equipped. So
I love that you've invested all your money into that, but you couldn't afford to buy a hat from a person and then killed him for it.
yeah, I mean, I could now if I went back to him.
Yeah.
I think it's probably I can afford it because I killed him. So, it's just it's moral complexities. That's just the world we live in.
Yeah.
See, but look, it's so worth it. Look at this telescoping staff. That's way
Bang.
cooler.
Bam. Right there, baby.
Yeah, much better. I think we did the right thing.
Yeah. That would be a first for us in this stream. Doing the right thing.
Well, we did the right thing so we can do more of the wrong thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it all feeds into itself. It's smart.
Yeah.
Though our character is very dumb.
Dumb character.
So yeah, toss ball is the fake sport.
Yeah.
If we had Felix in our party, he would talk to us about toss ball. He really enjoys it.
He's not talking to us though.
No, his weapon of choice is a toss ball stick. But we don't have him. He got mad.
We're not on speaking terms
I
anymore.
don't think I like this place very much.
Something about
Is not
murder,
Something about it.
which is a similar reason to why Vicar Max isn't talking to us.
And really anyone in the Vale and Edgewater.
Yeah, we're kind of bridge burners. Our ideas are just a little too ahead of their time.
Just go around killing in the outer worlds, baby. I had to stretch it. It worked.
Yeah, no, it's a lot more just singing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And making sure it lines up.
Yeah. I see a mantis by some crates there. Mantis.
and resistant contaminants ahead.
Karate.
She just appeared out of nowhere. She was good to go.
She was good to go. And now Sam, finish it off.
Well, bang. Love it.
So they're doing their thing.
You're just going to watch.
Woof. Okay, that thing's strung. Oh, yeah, there's a lot left there.
Man. How did Ben get through this?
Okay. Whoa.
Wow.
No.
Run away.
No. Yes. Well, I had that coming.
Yeah.
I think is fair.
Yep.
So, new strategy is going to be just to run.
Yeah, perfect.
We're just going to run through them.
Push it right through.
I think we can do it.
Do it.
Yeah. How much time we got?
We got all the time in the world.
Yeah, we got some time.
Yeah.
We can do it.
You just sick your companions on them, and then boom, you
Yeah.
go.
So, okay, I think that's going to determine our stopping point here. Is what we'll do
Okay.
is play through Monarch in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
And then once we resolve that situation, then we can call it quits.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
I don't think
So, chat, if you have any other questions or anything else you want answered, let us know.
Remember that you are not insured.
DeCleo.
Yeah, so what? What are the companies? It's Auntie Cleo, Spacer's Choice, Rizzo's, S&P or something like that. There's, I don't remember. Hammersmith is one of them. I know they're a manufacturer of quality weapons.
Let's see what the good old Google machine has to say.
The Outer Worlds Corporations.
Yeah. We missed Iconoclasts.
Oh, they're not a company. They're a
think I like
faction.
this
We're gonna
place
meet.
one
We're
little
gonna meet
bit.
them here.
Got
This
it.
unit is not.
Okay. Oh, I feel pretty smart. I'm not going to.
Saying a lot for a dumb character.
Yeah. So smart. I'm not going to do this. Okay, so we're going to make our way around here, up here. We're not going to attack the mantiqueens.
Smart.
Yeah. There are mantisaurs in the game, and they're a little easier. They're like the more soldier versions of it. Mantiqueens are pretty rough.
Yeah.
Which is the game's way of saying you should really get that. You should really go get that nav key.
Yeah. Like, for real, dude. We've told you a million times.
Yeah. In no uncertain terms. We even had the guy who is your mentor in the game say, you should not go there.
Do we listen? Absolutely not. Doug the psychopath would never listen.
Nope. Doug does what he wants. It's his birthday. That's our Doug's catchphrase, by the way. It's my birthday.
Oh, man.
All right, so yeah, this is going okay. Seem to be surviving for the most part. Parvati and Sam are still up. That's good.
So we've got a couple of questions about, is there dismemberment in this game? Heads explode.
Yeah, it's not like
Fallout.
I mean, or it's no whatever Metal Gear Rising where
Yeah.
it's not like strategic dismemberment.
Yeah.
You can aim for specific parts of like enemies' bodies to create different status effects, like blinding them or things like that. But
it's not nearly as gruesome as games of the past.
Dirt alert!
It's still pretty gruesome, but
Yeah.
you know.
But yeah, I guess so, like dismemberment is in the game, but not necessarily as a mechanic that you're using all the time,
Yes.
as much as just sort of like some visual flair.
Yeah. Oceanic Pecan 815 says, is it going to be the norm in this game where players will have to let companions do all the work? It seems that the weapons players receives are pretty weak. No, you can totally change your playstyle if you want. We've talked about it a little bit on the stream where if you want to let your companions do all the work, go for it. You can up your leadership skills for that. But
that is the build. The build I am using right now is one that is made to let companions do all the work.
Yeah. Whereas if you're more of a lone wolf, such as myself, you're putting all your points into into ranged combat, and defense and that kind of stuff. So it's really just how you want to play it. And as for the weapons, we've talked about it too. There's mods. There's Mark II, Mark III. There's different levels to them. So.
And another consequence of us playing the way that we're playing, which is sort of like quick and cavalier, is the fact that we don't necessarily have the resources, the money, or the parts to really upgrade our weapons the way that you would when you play.
Yeah.
So we're playing it, even though we have it set on the easy mode, we're kind of taking a challenging path through it.
We're playing fast and loose there.
Yeah.
This entire world just wants to kill you.
Yeah, there's lots of acid coming my way right now. Go, go, go.
Let's see. What else do we got from chat here?
We almost made it. So before we get to that, just real quick. So like this is Cellar Bay. This is the town that we would have landed in if we had done all the quests for Gladys and bought the key.
Yeah.
So
but
it's really not much of a deterrent. I mean, like we just ran through a section though that is on easy mode. I don't know if you're playing a harder difficulty if you could even make that, make that sprint the way that we did just there. But
yes. Let's see what else do we have. We were playing on a PS4 Pro. It is only first person. And let's see. Can you holster your weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
I will do that immediately.
Thusly. Yeah, it would have been cool to see this in third person, but I appreciate that they just focus on the first person vantage point.
I think I got what did I get experience points for?
I think just discovering the monarch.
I think it might be that it counted as completed. Yeah, so I don't need to buy nav key to Groundbreaker anymore because I got there, so that counted as a completed quest. Excellent.
Also, I'm being told I wasn't up far enough on the mic. I apologize, everyone.
Boo.
Boo. Boo me.
So let's put 10 points into inspiration. That's
Sink
good.
it down into a little bit more.
And let's see, sprint speed, walk speed, damage run along. We don't do that. 50% health. Fast. No. We'll do that.
Zang Master says video games and D&D can really show your true self.
Yeah, it's true.
Listen here. I've been friends with Joseph Juba
for so long.
For 78 years. And I can tell you this playthrough is entirely accurate of who he is as a person.
Yeah. I've been friends with Matt Miller for a long time. He would probably tell you that this is similar to my instincts in video games and D&D. All right, so here's another party member.
A little bit getting, but I gotta get in there, get right in that baby. Shit, I don't know what I'd do. Right. What are you staring?
I don't want you. I'm
Ooh,
Doug.
nice change of pace.
Told you can get me to an information broker.
Well, I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that?
Okay, what do you need?
I'm
We're gonna go get her some pills. So then she will join us.
I will say, if you do go idle long enough in the game,
it does. Oh yeah, it does go into
the screen goes out and it does a loop around
you
your
can't
character.
control it, but it's sort of like a glamour spin of just letting you know what it all looks like.
I don't believe. What can I?
Give me some drugs. I want
drugs.
Actually, the pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclast, our reserves have got.
Look, give me those. You can't trust people these days.
Except for you.
You can. I've got one of those faces. I'm wearing a giant Spacer's Choice mask.
You do have one of those faces.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Now, there's. Also, I really do have to.
Lots of bits.
Yeah.
Now, I may not be a fresh.
Dumb. You gotta go dumb.
I guess you worked here long.
You are too precious. How about
She
you
just talked to
just
you like you were a
tell me
dog?
who that cafe-
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I gave the dumb answer, and now I have to tell her.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well.
Dr. Williams managed the town's.
Stefan Vonk asks.
Enough sweet talk. Give me the caffeinoid.
Well, this certainly isn't worth my good. There.
Okay, good.
You're not a
Because I
nice
was just
man.
going to kill her otherwise,
Yeah.
so this works out.
You're not a nice man.
Okay, so there was a question.
Stefan Vonk asks, can you pick items up or place them like decorations and stuff?
No.
No, you cannot. I think that goes under that whole time and budget type of thing.
Oh, the.
Got your magic pills. Let's go. Let's go. This is boring. It's not really boring. I've just seen it several times now.
Yeah.
Glad to have you.
Great.
Let's find the information broker.
A few more of us spelunk. That said, 3.
No. You wait at the
I
document.
hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka.
A ship? Well, look at you.
Squiddo Willow, our friend,
Uh-huh.
asks, can you get wasted on drugs and alcohol in this game?
I believe so.
I haven't tried it, but I would imagine so.
I mean, I don't know what. Like, there's alcohol you can. There are those things you can drink that have effects, but I don't know if there's like a. You get wasted.
There's not like a thing like in Sea of Thieves where you're bumbling and stumbling around.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, ooh, Sam has perks. Sam.
Sam.
Okay, let's go to the map. Fast travel out of here to... Where do we need to go there? Oh, I guess we can't fast travel, can we? Oh, it's going to take forever. Oh, it's going to take so long. Okay.
We doing it?
Well, I have an idea.
Okay.
If we're going to keep our problem... if we're going to expedite the solving of our problems here on Monarch.
Okay. Frankly, I get scared when you get ideas.
Yeah, I know how we're gonna. I know how we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Because when we talk to the information broker, he's gonna ask us to do some stuff that we will not need to do if we do this.
Oh, yeah, and he's done. Down to the count.
What about everyone?
This guy is
Where's the
booking it.
other one?
Oh, he's not done yet.
Industrial stain.
Still getting up after that, huh?
There we go.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
So now let's see. I want to see what that quest, what the status is there. Well, I think we'll probably.
On your
Okay.
All right, now we get out of here.
Yeah. We should be good. I think we solved it.
Hey, man, she's just chilling. Oh, not anymore.
There we go.
It looks like you broke her, like, back.
I don't know how I would even do that. Oh, wait, it's probably with my giant telescoping staff.
That you spent all your money leveling up.
Yeah, that I that I spent a small fortune making slightly better than what I already had.
Things should be gold-plated at this point.
Yeah, oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to even have a mod that I could have put on it. But,
So,
I mean, I probably could have bought one, but I had to spend all my money tinkering.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yeah.
All right. So, I think the first thing we need to do, we're going to follow this road until we get there. And that's where we're going to meet some more folks that we're going to kill.
Not give a hearty hello.
Smells like those
Well,
old
I mean,
Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments.
A form of greeting or introduction.
Depends on what culture you are.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Oh, and then you just holster your weapon.
Yep. Hold square. That you holster your weapon that way.
There you go.
But-
Or X for the Xbox crowd.
Yeah. But because we have the game set on pretty easy, we can kind of bypass these encounters.
Goodbye, everybody.
What? Oh, come on. Nope. This is not a game that lets you cheat on the geometry, really.
Yeah.
Which is probably good, but... Because on a big alien landscape with lots of rocky stuff, if they let you step on the rocks at all, the odds of you getting caught up or in them is pretty high. So, I mean, I get it.
Yes.
They're coming.
Ah, the perils of game design.
They're not my perils.
That's for sure.
I just review them.
Yeah.
So this, by the way, we were talking earlier, there were some questions about how big are the maps and things like that. Just to point out, I think this one that we're on now, this is Monarch, I think is probably the biggest area.
Yeah.
Which it's hard to see for scale just because I think when we move, our arrow moves a little less than it. Like it's a pretty big map, but it's got lots of places to. It's got like probably a higher wilderness to point of interest ratio than other places. But like this place is a settlement. This is a settlement, and that's like a lab. There's stuff to do there.
Yeah. If you do this right, it is not a quick game.
No. Yeah, I don't think you need. Obsidian, I think, was smart to set expectations for this game in that, you know, making sure people understood like this isn't a huge sprawling like 80-hour Fallout kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's smart, but
yeah,
also good to keep in mind that it's not not just like a really short thing either.
Yeah, it's not like a 5-hour campaign.
What's going on here?
Frickin' fan coming up.
get through there, I wonder? I think that's where I'm supposed to go. I don't know why the door is sealed.
Probably because they heard that there was a murderous maniac on the way.
I am confused. I feel like that door was open for me in the past. Maybe I need Nyoka to... Like, maybe it won't let me through without her?
Maybe something with the information broker that is no longer with us anymore.
Well, the information broker's with us. That, just the guy I killed is a little different, but...
No.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll... Is there a way around this way?
Rotten Tanuki is late to the party, says hello, and asks if you can play in third person. Nope, you cannot. If you sit still long enough, you can get the camera to go around you and see your character, but you can't play in third person.
We'll do that at the very end. How about that?
Here they come.
At the end of the stream, we'll stand still for a little bit.
Yeah, so you can take in Doug, the psychopath.
Our majesty, yeah. I wonder, actually, do I have better armor yet? Because this is armor 3. I must have something like riot control or something.
14.
Yeah.
14 sounds good.
Yeah. We'll do that. Oh, man. This guy looks like he's...
Oh,
yep. He's got it figured out.
Oh,
that
yeah.
that is me in the Outer Worlds.
That is a saucy...
That is the
saucy
Outer
armor
Worlds
set.
version of myself. I like it. Okay. Maybe I'll put away the giant murder stick for the moment.
The expensive murder stick.
Yeah. Unnecessarily expensive. Go around these guys again. I'll also point out you get experience for fighting enemies and stuff, so it's not really in your best interest to just totally not fight them.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Combat's fun. This is a huge part of this.
Behind you, customer.
Okay. This seems vaguely right. Yes. Okay, is that Amber Heights? Oh, I did go to Amber Heights. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up to this other place, Fallbrook.
Okay.
And unlock that, and then I'll fast travel back to Amber Heights.
Okay.
Oh, except it won't let me fast travel when there's...
Yeah, because you're...
bad guys.
Boom.
Do your job, Parvati. Do your job, Sam. Yeah.
Just finish him off.
Sam is just the best.
Yeah. Bang.
Mega messy.
Okay.
There we go.
Problem solved.
Get some ammo for all the guns you're using.
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why I really like the melee playthrough too. Is that just that you're not dealing with that level of like resource management.
Everyone all right?
It's just for extra measure.
Okay. Map. Amber Heights. I like where this is going.
Zang Master asks, can you throw some slappers in this game, like punching and stuff? Can you do unarmed?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I like that idea of that phrase. Can you throw some slappers?
Is it Goldeneye that's slappers only?
Yeah,
that's what they called yeah. All right. Gonna go into Amber Heights.
Good old Goldeneye.
So this is the area where those religious zealots that we were encountering before. This is where they hole up.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a sort of feud with the guy that we killed in Stellar Bay.
So they'll be thrilled to see us.
And yeah, I mean, they might be happy that we that we killed that guy actually.
Yeah.
But
the first people in our playthrough that would actually be excited to see us.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Sam.
I think there are other people that would be excited to see us if we hadn't killed them also, but
I think that's a statement on life too.
Yeah. I feel like we've made some good choices here.
We have.
Some fun choices. Nope, you're boring.
Go away.
Nope, I don't.
What?
Okay, bye. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thanks for letting me stay. Goodbye. So, this might take a few saves and reloads to make work the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
Everybody here
In
looks
Joe we
wore
trust.
out. Is it just me?
Because this can
Romantic.
get messy.
Yeah. We felled it, mind.
So we're going to save it, see what happens.
Curzadilla says, I really want to make a sneaky character, sneaky charisma, leadership, pacifist build that doesn't ever use a gun.
Yeah, I mean, you will probably sometimes have to use a gun. No matter what you do, there are there are marauders on the road and things like that that you're just going to have to put down.
Yeah.
But
Down they go! On your right, Cap!
out of the way! Out of the way! Go! Move! Move! Okay, great. We did it. Okay. Just desserts. Sowers of Discord. Sowers of Discord. Yeah. I mean, I guess they were the sowers of Discord, but also me.
Yes.
Also us.
I feel like, yeah. This is a together thing.
Yeah.
And the chat too.
And chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, chat. I should have been asking your opinion on this stuff a little more than I was.
Yeah. We apologize.
I do feel that there is some value, though. Like as much fun as it is to like ask chat, I think that there is value in showing situations that people will probably not see.
Yes. I should hope not after
Yeah,
what we've done here
like
today.
if I am playing this game for my first playthrough,
yeah,
I am just unable. There is a part of my brain that is unable to live with some of these choices. The idea of closing off quests
Yes.
and negating information and rewards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I want to experience as much as I can in this game.
yeah, and I feel like the length of it too, because for every playthrough that you do, you're probably not going to do a full, thorough run, right?
And you're not going to see everything.
Yeah.
That's what's fun about these games is going to the water cooler and talking to, like I did this and this, and it's like, oh, well, I'd never even encountered these people.
Yeah, yeah. And I think because of the size of the game, it is replayable in that sense. I mean, it's not like, a 6-hour game is real easy to play through and see all kinds of, and like this isn't necessary, my playthrough that I did quick was about 6 or 7 hours, but that is just like that doesn't even give you opportunities to see different outcomes really, because it's just you're really only just seeing very bad outcomes.
Yeah.
I want to go south.
Sorry for the mispronunciation here. Alfredo Sassy says, what platform are we playing on? PS4 Pro.
I wanted to avoid that.
Brendan of the Quins, our friend Brendan. I'm just happy to watch two best friends play together. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of friends playing video games together.
Yeah.
Welcome to Game Informer.
Dirt alert! Dirt alert!
I do love that. That's how you know Sam is like engaging in combat. He starts saying dirt alert. Sorry, I'll stop singing Sam's praises here, but
you're forcing him down.
I really like him.
Yeah.
Okay, how do we get to Devil's Peak from here? We go north and keep going north. Follow the twisty path. Normally when you have Nyoka in your party at this point, she will say things like, oh, it's just, we're only about halfway there, or, hey, I'll let you know when we have to start ascending, or things like that. But
yeah,
because I've neglected to bring her, we're just sort of plowing through it.
We're saving that for your own playthrough.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's really for you.
Yeah. We inform at Game Informer, we don't spoil.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, okay. Bye. I also like that, this is maybe a weird thing to compliment, but I like that if you want to just run through fights, you can. That I'm not really getting like, wait a minute, I really took a wrong turn.
Oh no.
Shoot.
No.
I'm like, Cascadia, what are we doing here? Nope. Okay. But I really like that if you want to, if you're just not in the mood to fight right now, you can do this.
Yeah.
You just be like, look, I just want to get to where I'm going. I don't want to have to do a bunch of marauder slaughter.
Marauder slaughter. Hashtag marauder slaughter.
I think it's going to catch on.
We'll get that trending.
Okay, see, I was not paying attention to my map. But I need to go up here, I think. That seems generally right. Okay. So after we finish the quest, we're going to talk to this guy up here, and after that, I think we're pretty much going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, a few more encounters, a few more conversations, but we are definitely winding down here on our live stream of the Outer Worlds. Yeah. So if there's any lingering questions you have, now is the time to ask.
Yeah.
Everything is normal. Nothing is weird or disturbing.
Is that special? Do we have a special guest?
Whoa!
I thought it was Sonic the whole time.
Our special guest smells terrible.
Doesn't this mask smell bad?
It is a bad smelling mask.
It's fresh. We got this for Extra Life, which is happening November 2nd. You can make us wear this for $50 going to Let Children Specialty Healthcare in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yay! So that's our 25-hour live stream where we play games and do weird stuff and auction off. Well, you donate items and or you donate money and then we send you weird stuff later.
Yeah. I believe I'm sorting through auction bundles right now. I believe we have Outer Worlds bundles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from stuff that we got in the cover store. You remember, like they're like the plushies and stuff?
Oh yeah. We got some plushies here and there for it. Yeah. Whoa. Oh.
All right, I'm stretching you enough. Have fun, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye, Sonic. Well,
we blew it. Is the long and short of it.
Yeah.
We'll see how far back this sends
we have
us.
14.
I don't think it'll be too bad.
Nah. Oh yeah, it smells like the inside of a Party City when it's Halloween time. Just that plastic.
I think Party City smells like that. It's not that smells like Party City.
True.
Whatever that is.
True.
Is infusing Party City.
Yeah. I used to love that smell though because it always meant it was Halloween time and I used to go get my costume.
Do Party Cities still exist like as actual stores? Or are Halloween stores all just pop-ups now that like
I think the answer is yes to both.
Oh, okay.
I think there is still one in like St. Louis Park.
Oh, all right.
Which is in Minnesota for the uninformed.
The Party City by me definitely closed.
Yeah. It's more like the Spirit stores or whatever now. You know, that like you said, just like pop up for 3 months and then they're done.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's an effective business model.
Makes sense.
Do you have a favorite Halloween costume growing up?
That I've ever had?
Yeah.
Boy. The one the most memorable one, I don't know if it's favorite, was the year. So first of all, one thing you have to understand for anyone who lives in Minnesota, as Alex and I do, is that you just have to get used to people talking about that Halloween blizzard in, what was it, 89 or 91?
I think it was, yeah.
But there was one year where on Halloween we just had a huge blizzard.
Yeah.
And everyone talks about it all the time, and especially, like, just with the assumption that whoever I'm talking to remembers the year of the Halloween blizzard.
I know about it. I wasn't even born at that point, and like clockwork, my parents bring it up every year.
Yeah. So, you know, there was a Halloween blizzard.
Yeah.
That year, my Halloween costume was, I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Santa. So it was a Santa costume.
Yeah.
So complete with hat and coat with, you know, a red coat with white fluff on it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Except I was also wearing a Leonardo mask, the Ninja Turtle, and holding a katana.
Oh, of course.
So that costume, I think, was the one that is definitely the weirdest and that I remember the most clearly.
So that begs the question then, was this planned, or did you just forget and you're like, all right, I'm going to put all these pieces together and that's what it's going to be?
It was planned, and the weird thing is I don't remember if I planned it or if if my mom did and just like wanted me to wear it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I'm blowing this again.
There we go. My buddy and I in college had my two favorite ones. We did Blues Brothers one year.
Okay.
And then we did Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob. And I was Mermaid Man, of course, and we threw them all together. And
why, of course? What does that mean? I don't know who Mermaid Man is.
Mermaid Man, he's a large man. He's the larger of the two.
Okay.
My friend's a bit of a string bean. So, and as you can see, you know,
you're a very tall string bean.
I'm a tall. That was very kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Mermaid Man was probably my favorite. We had the I guess SpongeBob's not really your wheelhouse, is it?
No, I didn't really watch SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It might be a little past my time.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, me as Mermaid Man was definitely a highlight. I had the rubber gloves and the star on my starfish on my face. It was a good time.
Oh.
Got a lot of compliments. A lot of pictures.
Do pictures of this exist?
They do. We'll have to find them somewhere.
You have to share them.
Yeah. Yeah. I also went as two Italian.
Hold on, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. We are fulfilling our promise for a melee time or a ranged TTD sneak attack.
Here it is. Boom, baby.
Oh, it didn't quite kill him though.
You get one more shot in there. Boop. Now we go.
Right. The idea of being level 10 at this point in the game, like I was like level 20 at this point normally, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say you're pretty much at level wise where I was. Just
put it all there. Okay. Oh, Parvati and Sam get new perks, which we might actually need. Range damage. Okay.
Entering quiet mode.
You out there.
Wait, who's attacking? Oh. No one. Good. Problem solved.
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my... Nice and coherent. Good. Take it you're not with the Marauders then. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans.
Okay.
You're here, and you're armed, aren't you? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so... They destroy the
I've seen a couple questions asking, is this worth the price? I think it justifies a $60 purchase.
I mean, it's hard for me to come up with a game that, like, a game that I like that does not justify the $60, even if it's short.
Fair.
But
or if you have an Xbox, go spend $2 or whatever Game Pass is for first time users.
Yeah, that's
and go
that's a
play
good
through
point.
That.
That's a really good point. Yeah, it's on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, I think if you have any inclination, if you have any interest in sci-fi or this type of game, if you've liked Mass Effect or Fallout, and at some point in your gaming career, this is absolutely worth a playthrough. And if you have Game Pass, it's a no-brainer.
And if it helps assuage any concerns, like we were saying before, it is a pretty replayable game. I mean, like, one thorough playthrough took me 40 hours, which I think that's enough.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
Even if that's enough by itself, but then you can also play through again to see how different choices play out, and what happens if you kill certain party members.
Exactly.
Apparently, things like that.
Yeah.
So. I don't know why I'm wasting time getting on this. So we want to.
You're reverting back to how you actually play.
Yeah, sorry.
We need Psychopath Doug back.
Yeah. We need to. Sorry. Let's get out of here. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you only be an alien? Can you be an alien, or are you always human? Always human. You can make your character look plenty weird, if you'd like.
Yeah, but there aren't. I mean. This is a human colony out in space. It's not Mass Effect in the sense that, like, oh, you're joining an alien civilization or something. It's like it's a human colony.
Cannot dual wield pistols.
No. Single wielding only.
This is a question I don't know the answer to. You may.
Okay.
There isn't now, but is there going to be a new game plus?
I don't know if there will be.
Obsidian have.
Oh, how do I miss that? Okay.
They haven't said yet.
Just do it. Probably just finish it. I'm blowing it. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, we don't need to loot. Who cares? Not my problem. Do I need to do something here? No, I don't. I can just go.
Okay.
Just go. Nope, that's the way out. That's not what I want. Maybe it's up here. There we go. Now we've got this figured out. And there's one more dude up here. Huh. Oh no, they're up here. What? Oh,
point blank.
Now you see why I play melee, right?
Yeah, I get it now. So I take it you're not picking up Call of Duty later tonight, then?
Nah, that's maybe not for me.
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Okay. So now we get to see the payoff of those, a few of the murders we did earlier.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly Allow me to pose my question.
Why are you here? I need an information broker.
Yes. Our little chat on the intercom. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came
Are you fibbing?
SAM units never need
Such a
longer than
Pavardi.
necessary to complete the job.
Are you fibbing?
Quick, quiet, and efficient. SAM sees it done.
That's usually what he has to contribute to conversations.
Okay.
Though sometimes,
Love it.
sometimes the
delayed by
topic of his
MSI in the
like sales pitch
iconoclast.
is vaguely related to the
Scrabbling
kind
all
of response.
transmissions to override each other's broadcasts. But as you've shut them down,
Here we go.
I'm back in business.
He's like,
I don't doubt that
these
you're
guys
working
were
with
broadcasting
Phineas,
and
but
it was
my
getting in my way.
contract specifies
But you
that
shut them down, like
any
you killed them.
required
So,
information for the purchase
so we're
the
fine.
purchaser alone.
I can see why he likes you.
However,
Yes.
to send the data, I
There
will
we
need
go.
your
Lots of quests
assistance in
finished all at
selecting the
once.
intended receiver,
I
so can
dealt with
implement the
MSI.
adjustments.
We are all about efficiency.
First, and twofold, this is a multi-person endeavor. I need to be here to key in the sequence to the tower system when it resets, or the calibration will fail. It's simple, true.
All right. So I think that's the payoff. That's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
If we keep going too far, I mean, if we go much beyond this, it'll just kick into another sequence. So I think what we're going to do is just kill everyone in this room.
Get the murder sequence that we all promised.
Yeah, get the murder sequence, and then we're going to let it sit idle for a minute, and then we're going to call it quits.
All
so here we go. Sam is attacking his own kind. Parvati knows how to do her business there.
Great shot there.
I'm going to settle this guy's hash.
Nope,
Nope.
didn't even need to.
Okay. All hash has been settled. All right. Better loot for this game I am never going to continue. Sorry, Doug.
Doug will live in infamy. All right.
All right. So here we're going to go out. We're going to go outside and we'll just let it we're going to let it idle.
Yep.
And
we'll get to see the splendor of our character.
We'll call it quits. So yeah, this is your last chance. Another minute or so for any last minute questions, but in general, thank you so much for watching our stream.
Yeah,
Alex, thank you for joining me here.
Thank you, best friend. It's been a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun to see. Fun interacting with you guys on chat. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to Game Informer in other avenues, whether that's YouTube or Twitch or come to our site or like all of that stuff. The whole like, share, subscribe business.
Yes.
Please do it.
Yes, that's
we appreciate it.
Yes, and we like hearing from you guys.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be in touch and see what people enjoy. So.
I can honestly say this wouldn't have been as fun without the chat. So
that's very true.
Yeah.
So okay, we're gonna let it sit idle. We're gonna get a look at our ridiculous moon man.
Yes, and then we will be signing off.
And then we'll sign off.
Let's see.
Any last minute requests?
I'm trying to. Let's see. Did you guys like this game? Yes,
I did.
I don't know if you want to get too deep in the weeds with our limited time, but is this a top 10 game for you this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a top 10 for me this year for sure.
Yes, I would say top. For me right now, I'd say it's top 3 to 5. There's still some games I'm very excited about that are coming. So.
Yeah, and there's some, a lot of unknowns still, and a lot of things from earlier this year that I haven't played yet.
Yeah.
Like I still haven't gotten to Control. I feel like that would probably be up my alley, and I really need to look into
every screenshot of Control, I'm like, why aren't I playing this game? Because it looks like an Alex Stadnick game, but I haven't cracked it yet. So.
There's us.
There he is in all his murderous splendor. What a beaut.
Yeah, I like his style.
Well, folks, there you go. We'll get that.
Saving that screenshot.
Thank you so much for watching. As Joe said, I will be closing it out here. And yeah, you know what to do. Follow GI, and we'll see you guys later.
Thanks. Oh wait, actually, you have to go. You should go turn off stream stuff, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just sit here.
Yeah,
We'll
chat
just
a little
watch this,
longer.
and we'll do our business.
Fade into the night.
Sorry, we don't have Leo in the booth this time, so it's a little less elegant than normal. All of the previous closing statements and thank yous and appreciation still hold as we actually, I want to save this screenshot too. That looks good. Goodbye.